This is Tori with your weather report brought to you by Staples. It's going to be a mild day today, a few AM showers in some areas. It'll be cloudy for the most part, but we'll get a bit of sun this afternoon, which is going to carry into the weekend. I'm so excited about that. It's currently 42 downtown Seattle. Let Staples help you this tax season with everything you need for less, from storage boxes and filing supplies to software like QuickBooks and TurboTax. And right now, get up to $15 off when you buy TurboTax. Ends 2/17/18, excludes TurboTax Basic. Staples, it's pro time. That was your weather. I'm Tori on 102.5 KZOK.
They do not make Google Maps for that. It is 5:46. I'm Danny Bonaducci. This is KZOK. Good morning.
Good morning.
How the hell are you?
I can't believe it's Friday already.
You
I know
can't-
what that means.
It means that you don't believe in days of the week. I'm sure it's named after
That
some
seems weird.
Roman god or something that we all don't believe
No, it's
in.
been a fun week, though.
It's been a very nice week. I'm going to Mo Pop tomorrow.
Oh, you are? What
Yeah,
for?
I don't know.
Is there a special
Because Amy's
exhibit?
younger
You
than
don't
I
know?
am, wants to get out of the house.
It's a great place.
Yeah. Well, we've been there a bunch of times. We took the kids there and took some pictures with our fake band. We held
yeah.
instruments, and you could play. God, it's a very high energy technology. You'd hold instruments, whatever instrument, even including drums,
Yep.
and you'd play it physically, and it would fix it for you,
Yep.
and it would look and sound.
amazing.
Well, yeah, it was absolutely amazing. I forget what we were the Flying Garage Monkey Butt Faces or something like that was the name of our band.
But they do different exhibits. That's why I was wondering if maybe there was something like Tori will go specifically to go to the Star Trek one.
Right. I went to
the,
that. No, I didn't. I went to the Star Wars one.
I went to the
Sorry about
Battlestar Galactica one. Like they'll change stuff out periodically. So I
that. How
wonder
does
if there's
Battlestar
something-
Galactica get one?
Right.
They don't deserve
It's not
one.
big enough.
The
Star
new one,
Trek.
not the old one.
I don't care what it is. It's Battlestar Galactica. It had a little robot that went.
That's the old one.
Yeah, you don't get a you don't get a thing in a museum.
I think you'd actually really like Battlestar Galactica.
I've seen the original 100 times. Was it with Edward James Olmos, or
yeah.
he's in the second one?
He's in the second one.
Yeah,
too.
so I've seen some of that one.
It's
His face
so
looked like he was hit
good.
by an asteroid field.
Yes, this is
Yeah,
true.
all right then. Morning, Paul. How the hell are you?
I'm great, thanks.
Okay, kids, how are you?
Great, Daddy.
Oh my
that-
God.
Well, that was
That
the
was
craziest
disgusting.
thing that's
That
ever
was
happened.
weird.
If Tori would have done that, I'd have gone, well, gross, but
Hey,
Tori.
the David Bowie exhibit is amazing at Mopop.
And it's there now. That's what Amy said.
Yeah, with the Mick Rock pictures.
Right.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
yeah. And I'm wearing. I thought Mick Rock. This will give you an idea. Like my wife's going, "Oh, Mick Rock, blah 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 blah." That's exactly what she said. There's something wrong with it. Her mouth is numb. I don't know what it is. And Tori said the Mick Rock thing, and I had seen a billboard of the Mick Rock thing, and said to Tori when I saw, "Oh, there's a Mick Rock thing." I don't know what I'm talking about, but he was dressed up as David Bowie. But I didn't know he was dressed up as David Bowie. I thought he was a David Bowie impersonator, and that's what Mick Rock did.
You just killed Tori.
So we were gonna go. We were gonna go see a show. Well, I was gonna go up and tell my lovely wife, "Hey, man, there's a David Bowie impersonator going on someplace," and apparently there's not. He's a picture takerographer.
Yeah.
Yeah. That got by me.
It does sound like something that McDonald's might be selling as well.
Yeah. Well,
The Mick Rock.
McRock.
Mick Rock. That's something Fred Flintstone might do.
Yeah.
So when I said they don't make a Google Maps for this, the wife and I are going to Disneyland in the way future.
Like next week.
No, like seriously, for me, like I would say tomorrow is the day we decide to go on it. It's easy to get there. It's a plane. It's like $90 or something to fly. It's crazy. But no, I don't know if it's next month. I don't think it's next month. It might be, let's see, February, March. It might be March, but it might be May. It's a month that begins with an M. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
So, and for no good reason except somebody brought up Disneyland. I don't know if it was her, and she went, "Hey, this is What? Get Disneyland makes people lose their minds.
Yeah.
So now, when we go on vacation, and I really like, my wife is 23 years younger than I, has bundles of energy and wants to do things. And some people say, like, when I went to the place that they filmed Rocky Horror, or I went to Liverpool, neither one of those are my things. Those are her things specifically, with me just tagging along. She said, don't you mind doing her things? I said, no, my thing is sitting on the couch and aging. That's what I'm going to do. Don't bother me. I'm great at it. But, the place they filmed Rocky Horror, that was in England, and it was bitching to go there. And the Liverpool thing, who knew Liverpool? So doing her, I'm going to say mindless youth things, but that doesn't seem to bode well for my future. Her enthusiastic things turn out to always be fun. So the last couple of months, I've just decided I'm going to follow her. And so I've been, following her to Mopop tomorrow to see that Mick Rock guy. And then next month or May, not sure which, I'm going to follow her to Disneyland. So I'm all good with that. And then, when we're on vacation, you guys have heard me mention her clipboard of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She got Danny Tanner's clipboard of fun, which meant nothing to me. I thought she was having an aneurysm. It's from an episode of Full House.
Full House, yeah.
And they go on vacation. She's got a clipboard of things they have to do. Is that
Right,
right?
you got to plan it out.
Yeah. So she now has the clipboard of fun. I told her she doesn't know how to have fun. She's, I got kind of miffed a little bit. You don't have to have that. Just come with me to a cool place and we'll do things. Well, it turns out the Danny Tanner clipboard of fun is a great way to travel. We do so much stuff that I would never do. I'll do one thing for sure. And I've spent money. I should do like 9 things, but I'll do one thing for sure. So I'm down with her clipboard of fun, except that Disneyland is a clipboard of fun. First thing she wanted to do, and this became a thing, the Blue Bayou restaurant. Anybody know? Well, you can't know because you've never been. Do you know the Blue Bayou restaurant?
I do. It's from what is it's Tiana is the Disney princess. It's the one with the frog. Princess and the Frog.
No.
It's from Pirates of the
Yeah,
Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's actually
I don't
same
know
thing.
it.
It's in Pirates of the Caribbean. And what happens when you sit and you eat dinner, the people getting on and off the boats circle around you. And get ready to go on the extreme part of the ride, if there is an extreme part of the ride.
Oh,
so Amy has always wanted to go there. And Club 33, which nobody gets to go to, I think is in there and upstairs somewhere. There's a hidden window.
That's the one that's like $10,000 a person.
If you can buy it.
Yeah.
They won't just sell it to you, too. Usually it's for some kind of charity auction or some such thing. So I said, she said, should we eat at the Blue Bayou? I've always wanted to be there. Should we snack? What should we do? And I said, well, I want one of them big turkey legs. It's one of them crazy, ridiculous, giant. I don't even know where they get those giant turkeys, man, because those are some big legs.
Yeah.
Let's have those. And so we finally decided, because she's always wanted to go to Blue Bayou, we'll go. Not only do you need a reservation, but they need a credit card and they will charge you. I think they're missing some of the Disney spirit, if you ask me.
No, I think that is the Disney
Yeah,
spirit.
it's true. So we go to get a reservation in May. Nope.
You're kidding.
Not a day,
Really?
night, not a time, not a day, not a
Oh.
thing. Well, it feels like God made our snacking choices for us, because I was kind of leading toward run around and eat everything, ices and turkey legs and whatever they got, eat that, and that's normally what I do. I've been to that Blue Bayou or something. So we did that, and that's when she lost me a little bit. She's sitting down, and it looks like a clipboard of fun, but it's not. It's an actual map as she remembers it. And so I look, and here's what I can decipher, because she's not that much of a better artist than I am.
Like she's drawn it out
She's
from
drawing
memory?
Disneyland with arrows, so we know in what order, because we're getting there right. Thank you for getting us.
Yeah.
We're going at 10 o'clock in the morning when they open, and we'll already have the ticket on our phones, apparently, which I don't even understand.
Yeah.
I wear space helmets then. And we're going to run in, and then she says, we're going to run in, and she can't remember exactly where Pirates of the Caribbean is. Well, I can. You have to go through Adventureland, right near Robinson, their treehouse and all that stuff. And you go through, and then you go on the Pirates of the Caribbean, and right next to that's the Haunted Mansion. And so she started writing arrows, and I said, oh, no, that's not the right order. And now I'm fully involved in the Disneyland map, I think. And tell me if you're all, have you been to Disneyland?
Yeah, but it's been a very long time.
Yeah, you guys in there been to Disneyland?
I have. I actually went to the Blue Bayou.
Have you?
It's
I
awesome.
will punch her right
Yeah, don't rub it in.
Yeah. Don't rub it in.
It's
for
really
God's
cool
sake.
because you're like inside of the ride while like you're eating.
Yeah,
Sounds neat.
I have. I've been there as well. It's my wife that hasn't been there.
Yeah.
I was a Disney employee. I don't know if it was the last time I was there, but I was like a upper echelon Disney. I went to a lot of cool places with no lines. That's why this time's gonna suck. But don't tell my wife. So I had a little.
Don't
bit
they
of,
have a map online that you can look
Yeah.
up rather than
Right?
drawing from memory?
Yes.
I'm certain things have changed since the last time either of you have been
The
there.
Matterhorn's still going to be where the Matterhorn is.
True.
And if I was with, and I can't believe I went with my mom and dad in the red Volkswagen bus, but you get a quarter first person to see the Matterhorn. Now, the last time I went there with my family, I was the guy in the parking trolley. I had quarters. And still, but I didn't see those quarters. Those quarters apparently went in the bank. So it was a big deal to be the first one to see the Matterhorn. So the map is now, because I vetoed some of her map drawings. We rush in and we go to the Matterhorn. Then we circle around. We go through Cinderella's castle, or whoever castle that is, Tinkerbell's castle. I don't know whose castle. And we come down. We take a right at the electric light parade thing that'll be there later. Boom! Now we're at the Pirates of the Caribbean. Boom! Now we're at the Haunted Mansion. Make a loop, come back, and go and see if Abe Lincoln's still there. Is Abe Lincoln still there?
Yeah, he's running office.
This is old time electronics. He actually got up and gave a speech. He was an electronic thing.
Oh, yeah, they have all the presidents, right?
But they must look stupid in today's technology.
Right.
They should be holograms now.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, my map of fun is almost no fun at all.
The Danny Bonaducci and Sarah Morning Show on 102.5 KZOK, the classic rock station.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Once I rose above the noise and confusion, just to get a glimpse beyond this illusion. I was soaring ever higher, but I flew too high. Though my eyes could see, I still was a blind man. Though my mind could think, I still was a madman. I hear the voices when I'm dreaming. I can hear them say, carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Masquerading as a man with a reason. My charade is the event of the season. And if I claim to be a wise man, well, it surely means that I don't know. On a stormy sea of moving emotion, tossed about I'm like a ship on the ocean. I set a course for winds of fortune, but I hear the voices say, carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. No!
This is the Danny Bonaducci and Sarah Morning Show on 102.5 KZOK FM and KZOK HD Channel 1 Seattle.
An iHeart radio station.
Now, Sarah with the news.
A 60-year-old man was shot to death yesterday in an apparent road rage incident on southbound I-5 near the King and Pierce County line. A 24-year-old woman on a motorcycle and the man who was driving a car got into some sort of dispute about 5 p.m. Both pulled over to the left lane and an argument continued, leading to a physical fight.
Jeez.
The two were on the ground fighting when the woman pulled out a gun and shot the man. The 57-year-old's wife, the man's 57-year-old wife, was a passenger in the car. She was not injured. The motorcyclist called 911, did remain at the scene. Medics tried to treat him, but he died at the scene.
Wow.
She was taken.
Is it over anything but rage? Did I miss anything?
This is road rage.
Yeah, so
I
no-
don't know who cut who off.
Right, but there's
or-
no accident where somebody got hurt and...
Not to my knowledge.
Right, no,
'cause
it
they
They
both-
just stopped in the middle of a lane and got out and started arguing.
right.
Wow.
Now, she was taken to St. Francis for her injuries.
She being the shooter?
Yes, the
Okay.
motorcyclist. And they said the troopers on scene said there is a lot of road rage in this area. There's a lot of construction, a lot of traffic, but it's pretty bizarre to have it end up in such a horrible way.
Yeah, that is. And not to jump completely off topic, but you know why I was having a little problem following that story?
Why?
Because I guess I'm a sexist and didn't even know it.
You didn't think it would be a woman?
The guy on the motorcycle is some other guy. It's a third guy. There's a lady, another lady, and some guy on a motorcycle. I couldn't put it together. And I know girls that ride. I ride with women.
Yeah.
But I just, in my head didn't get it. God, it's still pretty awful, though.
We don't know yet if the motorcyclist will face charges. The reports say there were no drugs or alcohol involved. The charges are in question, I suppose, because it was a fight.
Right.
And if
It was a fight between two guys. The guy that didn't have a gun is murdered, and the guy that does have a gun is going to jail forever. Change the gender of those guys, and now, no matter how it looks, it's going to play out a guy attacking a female who luckily defended herself with her gun. I'll bet she's going to be okay.
Yeah, I don't know that gender will come into it, because if two people are fighting, like somebody starts throwing punches and you're trying to defend yourself and you shoot someone.
It will come into play. And I'll tell you, well, this is my opinion. I don't know for sure. But here's the thing. If Paul irks me, and I go over there and I punch him in the face, and he doesn't like that, and we start rolling around the floor, so be it, that's what happened. You say something that irks me, and I walk over there and punch you in the face, everybody call the police. Danny just attacked a girl. Danny just punched Sarah right in the face. You can't do that. So it's a different thing. But it'll play out different. They may have to punish her a little bit, but it's not. She's not going to get murdered. That's for sure.
I think the lead up to the incident too is going to play into it. Why were they stopped? Did the motorcycle stop? Did what happened?
Why do you have a gun? Do you have a permit to have a gun?
Well, they're asking people to try to take it easy on the roads. Try not to get so angry. Try not to let all this traffic and congestion escalate in your mind and get so angry. And amidst that happening, they have announced that the on-ramps from Mercer Street to I-5 in Seattle will start, they will start doing some metering. So there's a lot of congestion.
Yeah.
And they are thinking that the metering will actually ease the congestion. Because
I don't even know what metering is. What do you
Just a
mean?
counting of the cars, right? They put down a wire that counts the cars as you drive over it.
I don't really understand how it works either. They said it's going to be weekday metering that will start, and then
No, counting it
ramp.
wouldn't help. It's got to be one of those lights that
Right.
say 3 cars on a green light, that thing. It's got to be something.
That's what I'm thinking it's going to be, that
So they're actually going to restrict access to the road to a certain amount of cars.
to slow it down.
Slow it down. Because you live out on a farm, a lot of on-ramps
Sure, yeah.
have their red light. You have to
Yeah,
sit at a
I've
red
seen
light
that.
till it turns green. Some of them say 3 cars during the red light, but I think that's what's
I
happening.
think that's what it's going to be too.
But where do you put that traffic then? I mean, they're on the road for a reason.
Yeah. I don't understand how it's supposed to ease congestion, because then it just backs up Mercer.
Right.
Mercer's
Right.
already backed up. So I don't understand how it works, how it's supposed to ease congestion. But they are starting it on March 10th. It will be activated on weekends, which I also don't get. Why wouldn't it be on weekdays when there's more traffic? But then they believe weekday metering will begin in April. So starting it off, I guess, on weekends to see how it goes.
And we still collectively, none of us are very sure what metering means exactly.
But what we know for sure is that it's not going to work. It's been
Right,
called
that's what we
the-
know for sure.
Yeah, it's been called the Mercer mess since the 60s. So I don't think it's going to be fixed
Yeah.
in April.
I do believe that it is what you've described. It's one of those lights that it is meant to ease merging. And if you do go on that I-5 South, people don't want to merge because everyone just wants to get going faster.
I will road rage out of that. Amy was in the car one time. We're at the QFC. Yeah, QFC. On Mercer and Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a guy should be letting me in to get out of there.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. And I'm terrible at that because I just continue to go. I'm insured. How far do you want to take this? And so we just keep going. And finally, when our cars were about an inch apart, he stops and then just lays on his horn. And I said, I'll be right back. And I get out of the car, and I go over there, and I'm going to talk to him. He's not getting out of his car. If he was going to get out of his car, he would have already. So I'm feeling very confident. I get over his car, and I'm really going to say bad stuff to him, and there's a girl and a dog in the car. And I said, nice dog. Let a guy in. And I get back in my car. And Amy thought it was funny. He made some jokes. I said, in L.A., somebody might have been shot by now. It's not that funny that I do that kind of thing. I should stop that kind of thing.
And that's not an LA thing, as you just heard.
Yeah, right. Some girl on a Harley's going to shoot me.
Yeah, the DOT website has a page for ramp meters, and it's exactly what you guys were saying. It's that red light, stop here on red, turns green, one car goes, then it's red again.
Cool. Thank you, Derek.
Like I said, I just don't understand how that's going to ease congestion.
I guess you're just going to be bottlenecked on a different road. Instead of being on Mercer,
so
let's
it works.
bottleneck you on all the side streets off of Mercer.
Well, a lot of people who are in business have been affected by Amazon. And some of the grocers are now getting very concerned about Amazon's next step. They have partnered with, they have bought Whole Foods and are now planning on Whole Foods delivery. You could buy your Whole Foods groceries online and have them delivered in 2 hours.
Wow. I bet you need your groceries that tomorrow won't work.
One of the I feel like it's kind of bothered me about Amazon Fresh, which I don't do. I have Amazon Prime. I do a lot of Amazon stuff. But Amazon Fresh bugged me because you had to set up a delivery time that was tomorrow or later in the week. So what if I want to make something for dinner tonight and then I actually have to go to the grocery store? Then why am I going to order anything? So I don't order from Amazon Fresh. I
Right.
go to QFC. 2 hours or less.
We
they'll
do all
deliver
of the
your food.
above and have the same exact kind of groceries. We go to the store,
Yeah.
we go to Met Market, we go to Safeway. The guys at Safeway bug me, and there's people delivering my food. And it doesn't seem like we're getting more food. But there's a lot of stuff going on. And as the Amazon's taken over the world, I'm not too concerned about that. There's laws. They can't be a monopoly, right? Then the government will say, hey, you got to give somebody else a chance.
No, but there's choices for consumers. So if you're a consumer and you're thinking about doing delivery through QFC or Amazon where it's free or $7.99 and it's under 2 hours, who are you going to order from? Maybe
Right.
from Whole Foods.
Maybe.
And they've started to lower their prices. Now, this isn't going to be available in Seattle yet. They are test marketing this in Dallas, Cincinnati, Virginia Beach, and Austin.
Well,
right
that's
now.
odd. They normally start in Seattle.
Yeah. I did see something bizarre driving up.
Maybe our traffic's so bad they don't want to get involved.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. If you drive up, what is this? Elliott becomes something else right here. 15th, all the way up into Ballard, and the further north you get, there's some kind of brand new big Amazon, what is it called? Like a pickup place?
Yeah.
I think you can
Oh,
order
yeah.
your groceries.
Order and go get your own stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Why? Go to the store.
My store, for me, I'm sure Amy, who runs our household, would disagree, but for me, actual physical stores are for the stuff I forgot on Amazon.
Oh,
That's
wow.
what, you get there and you go, oh man, I forgot parsley. I got to go to the store and get parsley.
While most of Americans were sleeping, the government shut down and reopened. The Senate passed bipartisan spending bill early this morning, almost 2 hours after Senator Rand Paul forced a government shutdown by blocking a vote for as long as he could. He was protesting against deficit spending. And when the vote finally took place, the bill, backed by Senate leaders of both parties, passed 78-21.
Wow.
So we shut down our government, and then we just opened the door up.
Yeah,
again.
I didn't notice last time either. And this was for like 12 minutes, but the last time was 3 days. I still didn't
Yeah.
notice.
102.5 KZOK has your shot at a trip to our iHeartRadio Music Awards now.
Text the word WIN to 200-200.
You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info. Standard data and message rates apply.
That's WIN to 200-200.
It's a nice chance to take a break from the politics and go on a nice trip.
I like that. Former President George W. Bush said yesterday, quote, "There's pretty clear evidence that the Russians meddled in the 2016 American presidential election." This was a forceful rebuttal of Donald Trump's denials that Moscow had any hand in affecting, or that Moscow had any hand in affecting the votes. George W. Bush said he believes that they did. He did continue a lot of Putin talk, a lot of probing weaknesses that Russia meddled. Those pesky kids.
Yeah, do we all basically agree that Russia did something during the elections?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, because I don't want to be the only one, but it seems to me, because I was holding out hope that they didn't, and it was all fake news, if you will. But it seems to me the accepted thing now is, well, yeah, of course they fiddled around with the elections, but they didn't play with they didn't affect the outcome. The outcome is the same as it would have been without Ruskies, and I don't know if I believe that anymore.
Yeah, they are now saying cybersecurity for the Department of Homeland Security says Russia targeted the voter registration rolls of 21 states and successfully penetrated a unspecified number of them.
Well, that's impolite.
It sounds kind of scary, though. I think that they
it
could
does.
get into the computer systems. We're going to go back to the old-fashioned way of writing it down.
Go down there pulling a solid lever that puts a hole through thing, but remember that got the wrong president elected.
The hanging chads.
The hanging chads. The pregnant chads.
Yeah.
Because they'd been penetrated.
There's a woman making news for what she claims she was forced to do before boarding a Spirit Airlines flight. She was going from Baltimore to Fort Lauderdale, and she says when she arrived at the airport, Spirit Airlines said they changed their tune about her comfort animal, that she had an emotional support animal with her, and they said, "I'm sorry, you cannot take that on the flight." And
Well, did you say animal or dog? Or
animal.
So we don't know what it was?
No, we do.
Oh, okay.
I just to set up the story, they said it's a support animal, and there's been a lot of talk of support animals in the news.
Yeah, it's not that wacky peacock, is it?
No. But she claims that she was told she could bring her comfort animal, and she had to leave because she was having a painful but benign neck growth removed.
Right.
So she was getting on the flight for a purpose. And they said, well, sorry, you cannot bring your support animal. This support animal is something a bit unusual. It's a hamster, a dwarf hamster.
A dwarf hamster?
Yes.
Did she have it in one of those plastic balls that could just run up and down the aisles? That seems harmless enough, right?
Sure does. Well, the hamster seems harmless enough. I don't understand this.
I think if it was loose on the plane, people might freak out. But
Right, but then she has no story. If the lady insists on having a loose hamster on the plane, something went awry here, I'm assuming.
I don't know why they would change their mind, but she claims...
Well, it's been a lot of negative news about comfort animals
Yeah.
and things like that lately. Since the peacock made everybody look at, hey, maybe we're out of line with all these. There's what are the 15 dogs that run around these offices now?
Yeah.
And I love play with them and stuff like that, but it does seem like it's getting a little out of hand to me.
I think most of the airports in the recent few weeks have been changing their policies.
Yeah, so I don't think it's new that Spirit, or it's new because I don't know anything about them, but I don't think it's crazy that they changed their tune and said, hey, no more comfort animals.
But I don't understand why it would be a problem if it's in a small cage.
Right.
Maybe they thought it was a health hazard. Maybe she didn't have a cage. What she is alleging, they told her to flush it down the toilet. She is now considering a lawsuit because she did flush it down
What?
the toilet.
What?
What?
She flushed it down the toilet.
Okay, I don't care what the airline tells me if that's my comfort support animal.
You know, I have been on a plane with a crying child.
Yeah.
And people have said all sorts of different things to me that I should do to my child.
And did you do them?
I didn't do any of those
No?
things to my child. She's now 22 and super weird. But did I do anything bad? No, I did not. I certainly am not killing my hamster.
No, I don't understand a lot of this story because if that were me, okay, we'll say that was Tori because she's the one who had a hamster that she then killed. It's in a cage. Wouldn't you just leave it on the side of the road?
Yeah, I mean, or I'd give it to somebody. I don't know.
But you're at the airport.
Yeah, Justin Bieber had to do that with his monkey, right? He was at the airport.
right.
He couldn't get through, and he just left the monkey there.
Well, he left it with someone, didn't he? Just turned it loose at an airport.
It got confiscated at the
Right,
airport.
right.
So she's at the airport. It's in a cage. Just leave it somewhere. Go
Yeah.
into the bathroom and
So,
leave it.
what is she alleging? Is she alleging she walked to the ladies' room, took it out of its cage, flushed it down, and then went back to get on the flight because
Yep.
she doesn't have a pet now? Did she get on the flight?
Yep.
Wow, because this just smells all wrong to me.
Doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, it really does.
And now PETA's up in arms.
Because now my inclination is always it's a fake. And if it is a fake, the security cameras in airports will prove her to be a fake. If she left the airport, left someone, did anything else with that rodent but flushed it. Because I'm not, how big is a dwarf hamster?
They're super tiny, but they are very obnoxious. I will say.
Yeah.
I had one. I did actually by accident.
Did you
'cause
freeze it?
Oh, God.
It was running on the wheel too many times and it got really annoying. So I put it in the other room and I forgot about it.
What's your record for small animal? Like 6 months? 9 months?
A year.
Of life? A year?
I
You-
forgot about
In the
it.
sense that you forgot about it till it was starved to death?
Yep.
You should keep that to yourself, sweetheart.
Yeah. And your record for the lifespan of a pet is
I
1
was
year.
really little though. I was like 5.
Where were your parents?
I don't know. They
Let's
should have
call
gotten them.
Somebody call the police.
I'm calling whoever you filled out the paperwork to get a rat and telling them that
Yeah.
you can't have
No
one.
rats for you.
Or two for that matter.
My goodness gracious.
Wow,
So,
that took a weird turn.
super weird story, though. It started
Yes.
out weird.
Yeah. I don't know that I believe her. Do you?
I don't know that I believe her. But if we don't believe her that that's what happened, we'll know it very shortly.
Yeah.
There's cameras everywhere, and everybody's still too stupid to figure that out. That there's
Yeah.
video of me doing whatever I'm saying I didn't do.
I think even if she did flush it, that there's no way. I mean, I don't believe her that the airport told her to do that. The airlines told her to do that.
Oh, I
but
can
also,
imagine somebody going, why don't you flush it down the toilet then and get on the plane?
Yeah.
I'd say that to her.
They're
I'm not
denying
thinking
it.
anybody would
even
do
if
it.
even if they did say it, why do it?
Why
Just
do it?
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Oh, the airline told me to do it, so I'm going to flush it down toilet.
Yeah.
I'm confident she sounds like that too.
Me too.
But you have some responsibility here in this scenario.
Apparently
Yeah.
not, Tori.
Yeah, Tori.
Yeah,
Tori.
Tori.
Sorry.
Forget free burritos, a loyalty program. How about Chipotle deciding the new plan will be to paint?
All right.
They've
Paint
had
the
some
food?
issues. No, they're going to remodel their restaurants.
Oh.
They're going to be spending about $20,000 per store to upgrade, make them look nicer, because Chipotle has still not recovered from the E. coli debacle.
They should think about putting up a new sign, like with someone else's name on it.
Maybe that's what it's going to take.
They're owned by such a big company. Are they still owned by McDonald's?
I don't believe so.
No, they might have sold
But
it
they were,
off
yeah.
just in time.
Yeah, I think I forget the technical term for it, but it's like a divestiture. They initially were owned, but then they decided to have them operate under a separate umbrella. So Chipotle still not rebounding, and they said, it's time to paint.
Wasn't there some, didn't we discuss, was it Chipotle or some other restaurant that had something to do with rats the other day?
That turned out to be
Qdoba,
Quiznos.
but it was
They said
Quiznos.
Qdoba, but it turned out to be Quiznos.
And Quiznos has rats?
No, they had a commercial where they used rats to promote their product,
That's not a good
according
idea.
to someone.
In the food business, I would think that's a bad
Right.
idea.
We know that it was very cold in Minneapolis.
Yeah, we do.
The Super Bowl, Rick Jones of Goldberg Jones, of course, was in here earlier this week and said it was insanely cold. I think he said it minus or
I think when he said
one.
-3, I actually Googled it while it was happening because I went, these guys look cold to me. And it was -1 it was 1 degree
Crazy.
when I Googled.
Well, it has been so cold.
How
that-
cold was it?
So cold that a company decided to open up a snowball vending machine. So somebody would go out and make these snowballs, and then they would put them in what looks like a tennis ball container.
Yeah.
That little round tube.
Yeah.
And then you could buy, for $1, snowballs.
I smell the litigation from here.
Really?
Because you ever been to a snowball fight?
Yeah.
Okay, don't they turn terrible in about a second when those things freeze up and get away and they become
Yeah.
horrible? They become
The ice
diamonds.
balls, yeah.
Ice balls. That can't come out of the little tube as nice and fluffy as that went in. Somebody's going to lose some teeth.
That's a good point. But it
Thanks.
sounds kind of fun.
Does sound fun.
It's time for today's Things Are Not Right in Florida. Story of the day.
Yay!
A Florida man is wanted for burglary and auto theft. He escaped from a deputy wearing only handcuffs and pink boxer shorts.
Nice.
He was arrested and then was they put the cuffs on him. He was only wearing his little pink pants,
He was wearing pink pants when he was arrested.
his little pink boxer
All right,
shorts.
cool.
Because I do wonder, and you would know, Danny, when they arrest you and you say, can I just put something on?
Yeah.
And do they always say no?
No, not always. Cops have a lot of leeway on what they can do. One of the 2 times I was arrested while naked, God, man.
They've got to have a preference that you're not naked.
Well,
right?
they didn't love. There was the big time. There was 10, maybe more than 10 cops in my house, and it was a small house. It was cop central. It looked like
Yeah.
the police station. I said, "Can I just put?" And I'm already in cuffs, but behind my back, and I'm not that magnificent naked. And I said, "Can I put something on?" And they said, "Yeah." And they got me these white cutoff shorts and just threw them at me, which were not easy to put on with your hands cuffed behind your back. And they turned out to be my ex-wife's, who was 104 pounds at the time. So it was all bad. It was all bad.
Well, maybe it's a similar scenario because here in Florida, they were little pink boxer shorts. He was arrested in his little pink boxer shorts and the handcuffs.
Didn't John Mellencamp write a tune about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little pink boxer shorts for you and me.
Pink boxer shorts for you and
Yeah,
me.
that's it.
Well, they pinned him to the ground. They threw him in the back, and then he was able to escape. Well, guess what happens when you escape with your hands handcuffed and little pink boxer shorts?
You drive with your teeth.
Somebody turns you in.
Oh, that's a way
He
worse
actually
story.
stopped somebody and asked for a cigarette, and that person gave him the cigarette and then called the cops, and he was taken into custody.
Wow, that guy's a nutcase.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, Florida.
Oh, Florida.
Oh, Florida.
Hey, today at 7:50, if you can tell us where Sarah's Beaver's been, you can win a $25 gift card to Zeke's Pizza. Yum.
And it's National Pizza Day, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Wow, cool.
You can go to KZOK.com or Facebook.com/Sarah's Beaver to check out those pictures and be ready to call at 7:50. When we come back from our short break, a big concert announcement for the Tacoma Dome.
Okay, cool.
Some cool news about Johnny Cash, and it was a wild one at the NBA trade deadline. Plus, football history has been made. Somebody got paid. Next.
The Danny Bonaducci and Sarah Morning Show on 102.5 KZOK, the classic rock station.
Long as I remember, rain been coming down, clouds of mist drift pouring, confusion on the ground. Could be through the ages, trying to find the sun, and I wonder, still I wonder, who'll stop the rain. I went down Virginia, seeking shelter from the storm. Caught up in the fable, I watched the tower grow. 5-year plans, a new deal, wrapped in golden chains. And I wonder, still I wonder, who'll stop the rain. Heard the singers playing, how we cheered for more. Crowd had rushed together, trying to keep warm. Still the rain kept pouring, falling on my ears. And I wonder, still I wonder, who'll stop the rain.
The Danny Bonaducci and Sarah Morning Show on 102.5 KZOK, the classic rock station. KZOK Traffic.
This traffic report is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino in Renton on Rainier Avenue between 115th Place and 84th Avenue. Both directions are closed for some sinkhole repairs. causing some minor delays. And over in Sumner, we're seeing some slow traffic on State Route 167 between Highway 410 and 8th Street. Celebrate Lunar New Year with a chance at over $1 million in cash, a brand new Ford, or a trip for two to Hong Kong and Beijing. The fun starts February 10th and goes through February 18th at Snoqualmie Casino, above it all. I'm Derek, and that's your look at traffic on 102.5 KZOK.
12 noon every Saturday. 102.5 KZOK gives you 1 full hour from the band the critics hated, but we love. Led Zeppelin, Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, John Bonham, and John Paul Jones. Led Zeppelin. No band ever had so much power with so much melodic beauty. Lunch with Led. Saturdays at 12 noon. On the home of classic rock, 102.5 KZOK.
Hey, everyone wants to impress their special someone on Valentine's Day. I certainly want to impress Amy, and I usually do. Why? Because I get Pro Flowers every Valentine's Day, and I'll tell you why. I've been in business with Pro Flowers for at least 25 years now, and I have never once been disappointed. I always get the beautiful bouquet of flowers from proflowers.com. Customer satisfaction, #1 priority with Pro Flowers. That's why they offer a money-back guarantee, which of course you will not need. Trust me, Valentine's Day bouquet from Pro Flowers is the way to go if you really want to make a big impression. Choose classic red roses from their collection, or go, hey, I'm going to try something new and different from their giant assortment of bouquets. And right now, my listeners, that's you guys, can send a bouquet for Valentine's Day and save 20% off any purchase over $29 and or more. But hurry, this order is for today only because Valentine's Day is next week. Get 20% off your purchase of $29 or more. Go to proflowers.com today. Use my code, which happens to be Danny, in the special code box at checkout. That's Valentine's Day. That's proflowers.com. And use my code, Danny.
Progressive presents Mindflowness with Flow.
You're out on the open road. The hum of your motorcycle's exhaust pipe and the money you saved with Progressive bring you peace. At the end of the road is a dream catcher, which you take because you're having a lot of nightmares about unfinished puzzles.
Discover serenity. Protect your bike with Progressive. Annual policies starting at $75. Visit Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. $75 per year premium excludes state fees and taxes and is not available in all states.
A bath faucet should stand the test of time and always be in style no matter what your style. The exclusive Pfister Ladera widespread bath faucet in Tuscan bronze from the Home Depot does exactly that. And it's at a new lower price of just $109. You save $10, so you can have this timeless design without having to renovate your budget. The exclusive Pfister Ladera faucet, now just $109 during the Winter Kitchen and Bath event only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Valid through March 7th while supplies last.
Lyft is the friendliest rideshare app in town, and it's available right here in Tacoma. Just go to lyft.com/ride now to download the Lyft app. Then request your first ride. In a matter of minutes, a safe, fun, and reliable ride will arrive to take you wherever you need to go. For a limited time, get $5 off a new user's first 10 rides, a $50 value. Just go to lyft.com/ride now and download the Lyft app today. That's lyft.com/RIDENOW. Happy riding. Expires 14 days after redemption.
Dan Rowe here, owner of Evergreen Ford Lincoln. I think everyone can agree. Thomas Jefferson got a pretty good deal with the Louisiana Purchase. I'd like to say next to that deal is the one that we just made on 22 almost new Ford Explorer Limiteds. And during the President's Day sales event, we're going to pass those savings on to you. Right now, you can get the almost new Explorer Limited for just $33,900. We have 7 at that price. You'll save thousands over buying a new one, but you gotta get in today because this sales event ends February 28th. And if you're looking for a new truck, we have over 150 F-150 Super Cab, regular cab, and crew cabs at red-hot President's Day prices right now. Always more, always for less. Click evergreenford.com, or as always, exit 15, I-90, Issaquah.
Negotiable Dodge service fee of $150 may be added to purchase price. VINs posted at dealership. See dealer for details.
Give me evergreen until I die.
Love is a gift, and only one jeweler in town has the best romantic gifts to make this Valentine's Day very special, and that is Shane Company. Valentine's Day is on Wednesday. Shane Company is Linwood's family-owned jeweler with 4 generations in the jewelry business and the highest quality standards. They will only deliver jewelry deserving of the Shane family name. When you are thinking about getting something for Valentine's Day, you need to go to Shane Company. You're going to find superior jewelry, and you're going to find something for every budget. They've got a beautiful collection, a lot of heart designs, which makes sense for Valentine's Day. When you go in there, you're going to find that the salespeople don't work on commission. They never have, they never will. They're going to help you find the perfect gift and something in your budget. You're going to find all sorts of different shapes. You're going to find those hearts I was talking about, and you're going to find beautifully hand-matched diamonds. So many beautiful things to choose from. You can also shop on their website, shaneco.com. Now you have a friend in the jewelry business, Shane Company.
Sleep Number presents a bedtime story.
You should lie down for this.
Okay.
We can get a Sleep Number bed.
Yeah?
The one that adjusts to our ideal comfort on both sides, our Sleep Number setting.
Yeah?
The one that allows me to gently lift your head when you snore.
Yeah?
Well, it lasts twice as long as a traditional mattress, but costs about the same.
Yes!
I know. Why are you still lying there? Let's go!
Does your bed do that? Don't miss the Ultimate Sleep Number event. Save 50% on the Ultimate Limited Edition bed. Ends soon. For more details and to find one of our 9 stores in the Puget Sound area, go to sleepnumber.com.
Win your share of $50,000 this February at Tulalip. Cash and free play winners will be drawn every half hour from 4 until 8 p.m. each Wednesday. Earn 1,500 points every Monday to collect your Italian Chef Series set. Collect all 4 pieces for your chance to win a $5,000 kitchen appliance suite. Find all the details at TulalipCasino.com.
Whiskey rocks. Join us Saturday, March 10th inside the Terrace Club at Safeco Field for an amazing evening featuring over 100 of the world's finest whiskeys and bourbons. Find the ones you like best. VIP tickets on sale now for $98. Buy your tickets now at whiskeyrocksnw.com.
This is Tori with your weather report brought to you by the UPS store. We're looking at a mild day today. There's going to be a few showers in the AM, cloudy for the most part. We're actually going to get a bit of sun this afternoon, which will carry into the weekend. I'm so stoked for that. It's currently 42 downtown Seattle. Your P.O. Box may be sending the wrong message. The UPS store gives you a real street address, package acceptance from all shipping carriers, notify you of their arrival, and provide 24-hour access. Visit theupsstore.com to find a location near you. That was your weather. I'm Tori on 102.5 KZOK.
This is the Danny Bonaducci Show on 102.5 KZOK. Now, Sarah with sports and entertainment.
In music news, an undiscovered trove of lyrics, letters, and poems from late country icon Johnny Cash will come to life on April 6th on the album Johnny Cash Forever Words.
Full on, no way. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about that.
This is a collection that will transform phrases left behind by Johnny Cash into songs by late Soundgarden singer Chris Cornell and others.
Wow.
I almost said super again. That is so, I don't fully know what it means because I have been watching a bunch of country music videos to try and get, that's what I'm trying to learn to do, play and sing country on my little 6-string. And it seems to me that's what they do. They take a great phrase and write a whole song around it. But that was just kind of my opinion. Now I guess, that's what really happens.
So this is like parts of songs that were written and not recorded?
Part of it is that. Part of it is poems that he wrote, hadn't intended to create songs out of them. He was a prolific writer, and there are letters, documents, and poems that are being shaped into song. Some of this is done by John Carter Cash and a co-producer. Some of the people who are helping out was Chris Cornell, Rustin Kelly and Casey Musgraves, Roseanne Cash, Alison Krauss, Chris Christopherson, Willie Nelson, and Brad Paisley.
Oh, I like Brad Paisley a lot. Yeah. I like all those guys a lot. The thing you gotta tolerate Chris Christopherson and who was the other guy right after him?
Willie Nelson.
But because neither of them can sing. They are just such great songwriters. I'm not like Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan, there used to be something you couldn't say out loud that Bob Dylan can't really sing. Yeah. But now everybody went, all right, it's cool. We all know because he writes such a tune and twists such a phrase. Yeah. So this should be magnificent.
Jewel, Jamie Johnson, and the Jayhawks also taking part. John Mellencamp doing something as well. So again, this is April 6th, and it should be pretty spectacular.
Yeah, should be great. I'm going to go get it.
And speaking of, what's his butt? Bob Dylan.
Yeah, that's his butt.
Somebody long associated with him and acting has died. His name is Mickey Jones. He started as a drummer for Kenny Rogers and Bob Dylan.
Yeah, Mick Jones, he's kind of famous, isn't he?
He's very famous.
Okay.
He's not somebody that a lot of people hear, Mickey Jones, who could that be? If you see his picture, you're like, oh,
I know
that
that guy.
guy. He's been in 100 things.
I know him mostly from acting, like in movies and TV
Yes.
shows. Yeah.
But I'm saying he's been in 100 of those. So
Yeah.
which one do you recognize him from?
Well, I recently just watched Justified.
Yep.
And he's one of the big drug kingpins on Justified.
Yep, that's how I
See,
remember
I know
him
him.
as well.
I know him from music.
Most people know him from Home Improvement.
Oh,
He-
right, yeah.
Long hair, big long beard.
He plays a biker in a lot of stuff.
Plays a biker in almost everything, or a bad guy
Right.
in almost everything. Been in dozens of movies. But he was the drummer for Bob Dylan back in 66, where he got booed for electric guitar.
Oh, right. I remember that.
Yep. He was behind the kit during the famous concert where he, during his electric set, got booed. He then went on to join Kenny Rogers and then segued over into movies.
Man, people get mad at Bob Dylan about the instrument he chooses to play. I saw an interview with Merle Haggard one time, and Merle Haggard said, yeah, I was on tour with Bob Dylan, and he was behind a piano, and he had to sit at a white piano doing a concert, and he came to me and asked me for his opinion, and I said, you're Bob Dylan, you don't need my opinion. He said, yeah, I really do. What do you think? He goes, get the hell out from behind that piano and sing the Wind is Blowing and all your hits. Go do that. And apparently he did.
So this guy has died at the age of 76. Mickey Jones, multi-talented performer. A couple of classic Cars albums are coming back to stores with a remastered sound and a little bit of extra music to help make fans feel better about the reinvestment. So some people already own these. 1981's Shake It Up and 1984's Heartbeat City will get remastered and expanded reissue ones coming out. So this will be available as CD, digital, vinyl, etc. That will be available starting on March 30th. Oh, it's Friday.
I know what that means.
It's a free concert Friday.
Free concert Friday.
You're listening for the guy from Woodstock to say it's a free concert from now on. And then you could win tickets.
He doesn't say it quite like that.
Just like that.
How do you think he says it?
It's a free concert from now on.
How do you think he says it?
It's a free concert from now on.
And I think he says, windy doindy doindy doindy. One of us has to be right.
That'd be it.
Well, when you hear him, whatever he sounds like, if you call, you're the right caller, you could win your way in to see Paul Simon's Homeward Bound Farewell Tour.
Farewell tour, guys. You should get, this is something.
May 18th, Key Arena. We will have your chance to win tickets before the show's over. A new concert was announced for the Tacoma Dome, November 12th. Justin Timberlake.
Really?
He has expanded his tour. He's in support of his 5th studio album, which came out on the 2nd. He's announced the Tacoma Dome, November 12th. Tickets will go on sale next Friday, the 19th at 10 a.m.
Is Janet Jackson going to be with him?
I don't believe so.
Well, then I'm not going.
You know what? I'd probably go see Bruno Mars first.
Yeah.
But I saw him in the Super Bowl, and that guy's kicking ass as far as I'm
he's
concerned.
fun.
I know a lot of people who have seen JT in concert and say he's great. I have not gone.
I didn't know you were close enough with JT.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
me and JT.
Yeah.
besties.
I don't
Another-
actually need to go to concert because
Right.
he performs
He comes
for
to
me
your
all the
house.
time. Yeah.
He's another guy. We were just talking about Mickey Jones. He's another guy who Justin Timberlake, who just has way too much talent.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's a
are
little
you
unfair.
good at singing? Yeah, fantastic
You can dance
dancer.
a little bit
yeah.
for us?
Oh, are you a really funny comedic actor? Yeah. Like, okay, can you stop being you?
Yeah, stop being you.
Paris Hilton is back with a special Valentine's Day present just for you.
Well, she hands those out pretty easy.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but a couple of years ago, she did try her hand at a singing career.
Yeah.
And then she came out saying, I'm going to be a DJ like Wiki Wiki in the nightclubs. But she now is
Not a
back.
terrible idea. Actually, those guys make real money. And if I were the kind of the guy that went anywhere because they had a DJ, I'd go to see her Wiki Wiki.
Well, she said it's just in time for Valentine's Day, and this is a new single called I Need You. Isn't that the name of the last one, Derek?
Yeah, so she really released a song years ago that was also called I Need You, and I have audio from that song so you can hear what she sounds like as a singer.
Make it clear to me what's happening. This is from a couple years
This
ago?
is from a couple years ago, but the new song has the
Yeah,
same.
she's apparently is too blonde to come up with a new song title.
All right.
So different song, same
Different
name.
song, same name?
Correct, and
All
this
right.
is the old one.
Oh, no.
Is she wearing clothes? Because if she's not wearing clothes, okay.
Yeah.
And so, Derek, you're serious. This is two songs the same name, but they're going to be different songs.
Yeah, I don't know what the new one's going to sound like. It releases on Valentine's Day, but hopefully it sounds better than this.
Oh, I don't hate this.
Oh, I'm on pins and needles.
And is there a chance that she just re-releases this and hopes nobody notices?
See, that's what I thought was happening completely, and then Derek
Yeah.
changed my mind. But, I mean, if you wanted more from Paris Hilton, you're the crazy person,
Right.
not her.
That's true. Omarosa is headed back to Celebrity Big Brother. She's headed back to reality TV, and she has promised that this is going to get crazy. And the White House has now spoken out a little bit about her departure. Somebody asked during a press conference, this was Raj Shah, who was fielding questions in place of Sarah Huckabee Sanders. He was just filling in for her yesterday. And somebody said, Celebrity Big Brother is airing tomorrow. Can you tell us a little bit more about what happened with Omarosa? And he said she was fired. He said that she was fired by The Apprentice 3 times. This would make it the 4th. We had to let her go.
Now, you have to do something pretty wild to get kicked out of. They want trouble. They've been calling me for a very long time, and after breaking Bonaducci, I was gold to these guys. Will you come in? And they can't say, will you kill somebody? But they can say, are you still up to your... Because I appear to be quite normal to most people. So you go, and I like this. People think that whole thing was an act. Anybody that got hurt, anytime I got hurt, all of that was I did something for money, which is the story I go with. Absolutely. And I told Celebrity Big Brother, in not so many words, because then they can't hire me, oh, yeah, I'll completely kill somebody if they bug me. It'll be great. And I don't mean kill, but, I'll bash somebody's head against the wall until they leave. And they say, well, you can't really do that. And then I'm on the radio, so I can't do it. But they want trouble. So what did she do?
She wasn't fired from Celebrity Big Brother. They're saying she was fired from the White House.
This was a press conference
okay,
yesterday
thank you. Man,
at the White House.
Misunderstanding a lot lately.
This was a discussion at the White House, and they said, Celebrity Big Brother starts tomorrow night. Can you tell us a little bit more about Omarosa's departure?
Oh, and she was fired. That's why I went wrong.
She was
Thank you.
fired from the White House. Sarah Huckabee Sanders is the press secretary. She's the one who's supposed to be talking, but this was a guy named Raj Shah who was working for her that day. So this is yesterday. And they said, well, Omarosa's going to be on Celebrity Big Brother tomorrow. She might have a lot of disses. She might be dissing Donald Trump. What about her leaving the White House? And he said she was fired.
Wow. But for the, as for she might be dissing Donald Trump, they had a clip of it on TV this morning.
Yeah, she is gonna
absolutely.
Be. She says the country's in terrible trouble. Right. He's a racist. Luckily, she's a girl inside a big house that you can't get out of with a bunch of has-beens. I don't know how much you're going to listen to her as how you vote either way.
But obviously she is saying all of that, and those clips you're talking about are released ahead of the show, trying to get people interested to watch Celebrity Big Brother.
But that's why they come out, the White House comes out now, which they hadn't before, commented on it and say she's fired because they want to make her look like, she's just totally angry. And
yeah. We've had so many comic books made into movies. Some of them have been hugely successful, others not as much. There was a trailer released yesterday for Venom, which stars Tom Hardy. People are starting to lose their mind for that one. They are now talking to Joaquin Phoenix to see if he wants to be Joker in a standalone movie. We know
I
Jared
could see
Leto.
that. I think he would be good.
I don't know because I can't tell how much of him is an act and how much isn't. If he's a lucid guy and he does these great performances, that's great. But sometimes he turns in a crazy performance, but it's of a crazy guy.
Yeah.
So I can't tell really what's happening with that guy.
But he could definitely play crazy,
Yeah.
whether it's real or not.
Now, Jared Leto just played the Joker in Suicide Squad.
I want to go, but it's all right.
It mostly got a...
Yeah, but you come on the banks of Heath Ledger, which was just genius, man.
Well, and obviously we can't go down that road, so they need somebody else. with him not being alive anymore. But they said he is thinking about it. They are in talks for him to play the Joker.
But they're not in talks with Jared Leto to do it again?
Nope.
Wow.
Even on Suicide Squad?
I know they're talking about doing a standalone, what's her name? Haley?
Yeah.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
Right.
Yeah.
There is no, I have heard no talk of bringing back Suicide Squad.
And I'm not
him.
positive he'd do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's a crazed one of those actor guys.
A method actor,
Yeah,
too,
it seems like a lot of hassle.
Let's take a look at sports. Sports brought to you by Bradley Johnson Attorneys. If you're facing a DUI, call 1-800-DUI-AWAY, 1-800-DUI-AWAY. Yesterday, the UW Huskies were defeated by the Oregon Ducks, 65-40.
Wow.
Oops.
Yeah, they were on a roll, too.
Yeah.
That's kind of a big loss.
And the game that's next, the Oregon State Beavers, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Last night, the WS Cougars, they too got trounced by the Oregon State Beavers, 94-62. They play the Ducks, and that is Sunday, 5 o'clock tip-off time. In football news, the 49ers, as expected, have signed Jimmy Garoppolo to a new contract. He was traded during this past season.
He's the real handsome guy, right?
Yeah.
He's super handsome. Was traded from the New England Patriots to the San Francisco 49ers because his contract was going to expire at the end of this season. Patriots couldn't afford him, traded him away. 49ers dug deep into their wallets. He is a history-making quarterback. $137.5 million 5-year contract.
Jeez. I was going to say that.
Yeah.
I think I still will. Jeez.
Highest paid player in terms of average salary, making more
Does
than
he deserve it?
He's not proven, which is the problem.
Yeah, how many career starts does he have? Like 6 games?
Not yet.
7
a
games,
lot.
something like that.
So why did they do it?
He has
Are
the
they doing it
potential to be phenomenal.
on jersey sales because he's so pretty? Is that part of it?
No, I mean, he has huge potential.
But that's more money than Russell
not
Wilson
proven.
by a lot.
Every good quarterback that signs is the highest paid quarterback of all time because that number just keeps going up and up.
And is he a good quarterback?
He's fantastic, but he isn't proven. He has not played an entire season.
How do we know he's
starting.
fantastic then?
Every game he's played, the first game he played since getting traded to the 49ers, he was awesome.
How many games has he played on as their quarterback?
I think it's 6 or 7.
And how many did he win?
I don't know that.
He won majority.
Better be all of them.
Yeah, it's a ton of money, but Paul's right. Each contract is bigger and bigger and bigger.
Right.
And I don't know what's going to happen there. It's got to get capped off at some point.
At some point.
The next quarterback to go through contract
150 million.
negotiations,
The next
quite
one.
possibly. And he's 26. It's not like he's a kid. He's medium.
Right. Thankfully, this money will get him through.
Yeah. It was an eventful NBA trade deadline for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They traded away most of their team.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's weird to do.
They traded away over half their roster. The Cleveland Cavaliers are having a terrible season. Despite LeBron James playing for them again, they stink. So they traded more than half of their team. Isaiah Thomas, Channing Frye went to the Lakers. Jai Crowder and Derrick Rose went to the Jazz. Iman Shumpert went to the Kings. Dwayne Wade went to the Heat. And then just a bunch of other lower-level players.
Wow.
But their team is rebuilding, I guess you could say.
Did they get decent guys in return?
I don't know any of their names.
Wow. So maybe just a bunch of young guys that they think are going to be good. A bunch of Jimmy Garoppolos.
Yeah, it's got to be a rebuild, and there's a lot of speculation that LeBron James is going to peace out and go to the Lakers.
Wow.
Which would mean another round.
This guy cannot hold a job.
Another round of jersey burning in Cleveland.
Yeah.
If that happens.
But he brought him a championship just like he said he would, didn't he?
Yeah, but what happens? That you're that good and then you're that bad. It's just weird.
Yeah, a couple of wink links in that chain, and
Yeah.
everything's going to go to hell.
Today is a big day for your favorite quarterback turned baseball player.
Tebow!
Tebow is holding his annual Night to Shine. It is a worldwide prom for people with special needs.
I am so glad I didn't have time to make fun of this.
This is the 4th time he's done it. He says it really is my favorite night of the year. It's the most important thing that I do. More important than sports, more important than any TV appearance. It's something to help change the culture of how people with special needs are seen by their community. He partners with over 500 churches across the country, and they hold a prom. Each person attending gets nominated or gets crowned king and
King and queen,
at the
right.
prom. And it's just one of those super nice things that Tim Tebow does.
Give me half an hour, I'll find reason to hate it.
We make so much fun of him, and me too. I've been really rough on Tim Tebow. He's a nice guy.
I'm sure he's a sweetheart of a guy.
Yeah.
Too bad he can't play football.
Or baseball.
Or baseball all that well.
Maybe he's good at Monopoly. He should get involved in that.
And that's a look at your sports, brought to you by Bradley Johnson Attorneys. If you're facing a DUI, call 1-800-DUI-AWAY.
The Danny Bonaducci and Sarah Morning Show on 102.5 KZOK.
We're running a little bit hot tonight. I can barely see the road from the heat coming on. Reach down between my legs, ease the seat back. She's running, I'm buying, right behind it, real me now. Got the feeling, powers hearing, busy bobbing, ain't no stopping now.
.5 KZOK. Listen anywhere, anytime on the free iHeartRadio app. 102.5 KZOK, the classic rock station.
KZOK Traffic.
This traffic report is brought to you by Staples. Surprisingly enough, all of our roadways are looking very clear this morning. No major incidents to report, but we do have a little bit of slow traffic on State Route 167 northbound between Highway 161 and Ellingson Road. Staples has low prices on the organizational solutions your business needs to clear the clutter and focus on the job at hand this year, like banker's boxes, file folders, and storage bins. Less mess equals more success. success. Visit staples.com for more. Staples, it's pro time. I'm Derek, and that's your look at traffic on 102.5 KZOK.
From the Jeep Studios high above Elliott Bay, you're listening to 102.5 KZOK, the classic rock station. Jeep, believe you can go anywhere.
Hey, are you like me and you have an aging parent that you love, wants to stay in their own home, but you can't figure out how do you work out the care for that? I got that. I got a 93-year-old mom. Well, let me tell you about ServeWell, a matchmaking service for senior care right here in the Puget Sound area. ServeWell helps make it possible for your aging parents to stay in the comfort of their own home, which they deserve, and still get the quality care that they also deserve. Most of us simply not able to take care of a grown human being 24/7, but there is a simple way to go about it. Go to servewell.com and choose your service, choose your caregiver, and choose your price. ServeWell vets caregivers through background checks, verifying certifications and interviews. ServeWell even has a mobile app that provides real-time status updates through GPS tracking of your loved one's caregivers. How cool is that? So whether it's for housekeeping, personal care, grocery shopping, meal prep, or even medications and managing those medications, ServeWell ensures those caregivers are trustworthy and professional. Watching our aging parents can be very stressful. Let ServeWell help you out. Go to servewell.com.
This Valentine's Day, impress your sweetheart with everything she loves in one perfect package with a gift from the Perfectly Paired collection, exclusively from Sherry's Berries and Pro Flowers. A gorgeous bouquet of her favorite flowers from Pro Flowers paired with Sherry's Berries' decadent strawberries, dipped in chocolatey goodness and decorated with her favorite toppings. And now get a 20% discount on any order over $29. Just go to proflowers.com and enter code 300. That's proflowers.com, code 300.
Offer expires 2/13 or while supplies last. Discount cannot be applied to shipping and handling fees. See proflowers.com for details.
Take the first step in changing your career path by enrolling online with Oregon State University. OSU eCampus is ranked top 10 in the nation by U.S. News & World Report with nearly 50 programs online. Spring term starts April 2nd. Apply at ecampus.oregonstate.edu.
Hey, Brock Hewitt here for my friends at Daniel's Broiler with some really big news from Daniel's on South Lake Union. Daniel's at South Lake Union is now open for lunch every Monday through Friday and now has a permanent weekend brunch too. That's right. If you want to take advantage of Daniel's world-class quality and an exceptional value, lunch and brunch at Daniel's South Lake Union is your opportunity. Lunch at South Lake Union offers all the Daniel's classics like Daniel's Steak Sandwich, Turkey Club, Fish Tacos, Daniel's USDA Prime Rib Dip, a Dungeness Crab Melt, and so much more. Daniel's lunch salads, well, they include Daniel's Signature Steak Salad, the Lobster Club Salad, and a Northwest Seafood Louis as well. Weekend brunch at Daniel's South Lake Union, well, that's got something for everyone too. Start with a classic Eggs Benedict or a Dungeness Crab Benedict, a variety of world-class omelets. They complement Daniel's specialties like their Meat Lovers Bowl, biscuits and gravy, and prime steakhouse hash. Delicious. Daniel's at South Lake Union is now open for lunch and brunch 7 days a week. Daniel's at South Lake Union, a world-class steakhouse.
I'm Sherry.
I'm Terry.
We know you can't see it, but
we're totally twins.
And we all know 2 is better than 1. So when I got a new iPhone from T-Mobile,
I got one too.
Now we can have twice the fun. Literally.
Right, like when we take pics together.
She always knows how to capture my good side.
And since T-Mobile family plans come with Netflix included,
and since we each have a new iPhone,
we don't have to fight over which show to watch.
Even though we watch all the same shows.
Yeah, it's nice to have options though.
Right now, when you buy one iPhone 8 from T-Mobile, you get a second iPhone 8 on us after rebate. Because the only thing better than one iPhone is a second iPhone. Plus, unlimited family plans now come with Netflix included. So now you can binge all your Netflix favorites on your new iPhones. Only with T-Mobile. Join today.
You may have reduced speeds if you use over 50 gigs per month. If you canceled, phone balance is due. Full price $700. Finance agreements and trade-in required for iPhone offer. See netflix.com/terms of use for details.
Here we go.
The Danny Bonaducci and Sarah Morning Show.
Have you ever done a pull-up? Men do pull-ups, right?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, Danny Bonaducci. I know there was a
When
time.
I used to drink, I used to wear pull-ups. So you'd go to bed. Well, I guess you can.
Mornings on 102.5 KZOK, the classic rock station.
Being a mom means finding balance. 5 more minutes, Kyle.
But I just made it to the next level.
That's why there's always Sara Lee bagels in our house. They're baked with the nutrition I expect and the taste my family wants. Plus, Sara Lee is a name I trust for quality. So whether it's a bagel and butter for breakfast or a bagel sandwich for fighting off space aliens, I know I'm striking the perfect balance.
Sara Lee Bagels, the taste of goodness baked in every bite.
You've seen him on Netflix and is the winner of The Last Comic Standing. Now, see Felipe Esparza on stage at Lucky Eagle Casino and Hotel. Get ready for a raw, real-life comedy on Saturday, February 24th. For tickets and details, visit LuckyEagle.com. Winter is here, and it's cold outside. Before you hit the road, get equipped for the weather with Eagle Leather. Eagle Leather's winter clearance sale is going on now. Come in and save big before the good stuff is gone. Now through February 28th, get up to 50% off in every category, including helmets, jackets, vests, chaps, heated gear, and more. Eagle Leather has the largest selection of motorcycle gear in the Northwest. Don't miss out. Come in now and save up to 50% off all categories. Eagle Leather in Lakewood or online at eagleleather.com. Hurry in, sale in soon.
Are you a taxpayer deep in debt to the IRS? If so, then listen carefully to this special public announcement. Due to consumers facing difficulty in the ongoing U.S. economic downturn, the Internal Revenue Service is now accepting reduced settlements from individuals who owe back taxes. Participation in special initiatives by the IRS can reduce your payments by thousands of dollars. A special hotline has been established by National Tax Credit Group to enroll suffering citizens during this crisis. Call the Special Service Hotline to see if you qualify for this historic relief opportunity during the ongoing economic downturn. Take down this number or store it in your cell phone. 800-701-7321. If you owe back taxes to the IRS, you may now qualify for substantial relief. The IRS is now accepting reduced settlements, resulting in some tax debts being reduced by thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify for your reduction, call this new special service hotline now. 800-701-7321. 800-701-7321. That's 1-800-701-7321.
Como News, being there when you need us most. Como News, that's so Northwest.
Tell me who you are. The Danny Bonaducci and Sarah Morning Show.
Tell me what I am.
102.5 KZOK FM.
And
KZOK HD Channel 1, Seattle. The home of classic rock.
an iHeart radio station.
It is 7:01. I want to remind you, I guess today's the last day to pick your Panther. That's at 7:20 this morning. It's a game. Pick the correct Panther, my friends. And you're going to a special screening before you could even get tickets to Black Panther. Dig that.
We had a story that, of course, originated in Florida. Two people got into a huge fight when one of them started playing Sting's "If You Love Someone, Set Them Free."
Right, absolutely.
And at first, I assumed it was the lyrics. It's sort of a dig. Like, we're in a fight. I'm going to play this song. If you love me, set me free.
Yeah, if you love me, why don't you just let me go?
Right. But then I'm thinking, man, that song's really annoying. So maybe it was somebody put it on, like, it's Sting. And they're like, I hate the song. And that led them to the fight.
Yeah, there are certain songs that will push me to being testy at the very least.
I remember clear as day when we were in Philadelphia and your son came to visit. And you guys had gone out to do something, and it was like all day with your kid, and he was young at the time and a little harder to manage.
Yeah, that's my boy.
And then AC/DC, the song with the bagpipes came on.
Oh, my God. And I was sober, and it felt like I had this horrifying headache when they started. I'm going, who put bagpipes in a rock and roll song?
And you would not stop talking about it, and we were like not allowed to play AC/DC on the station for a good 6 months.
Wow, I didn't know I had that kind of power. Did that. All right.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking about one about you, but what song would drive you to brawling?
Well, so you can pick anybody named Bonaducci. Apparently, we are more affected by music than I thought. Do you know, I think it's Lou Reed's, not a wonderful day, it's a perfect day. Do you know that? Okay, you got that, Derek? This is like my wife makes a huge big deal out of this song. He's such a genius, Lou Reed. He's one of her, and he's not as weird for her to love as other people she loves. This guy's a super talent in my book. So she makes a big deal out of this. It was a song for her and like a college boyfriend.
Oh.
And she didn't tell me. It's the same as lying. I don't even know how I found out, but I was years into loving this song. Do you hear me? I'm getting all upset. She's making out with some probably very fit college student listening to the song.
This is a great album, Danny. Come on, Transformer. It's got Vicious on it.
Transformer, terrible movie with that Mark Wahlberg guy.
He can't listen to it anymore, though, because now you think of your wife and another man.
Make it out.
Yeah.
Why don't you make out with her to this?
Yo,
Then that's almost like he's making out with the other dude.
Guy.
Yeah.
And I have enough, like, if I'm kissing like every guy she ever kissed or whatever that rule is, and now it's still, we have dance music too. I'm very upset right now.
That is not a good song, by the way. That was used in some TV show, and it was in like a repeat scene, and it kept playing over and over, and I wanted to smash things in my apartment.
I don't know if I should thank you for saying that's not that great of a song, or vehemently disagreed. Until she told me that, I thought that was a great song. But whatever it is, it's ruined for me. And if I knew the college guy, I'd punch him in his face, unless he was on the football team.
Well, you guys listening, what song would drive you to brawl? What's the song and what's the reason? Call us right now. Let us know. 800-252-1025.
People try to put us to down. Talking about my generation. Just because we get around. Talking about my generation. Things they do look awful. Talking about my generation. I hope I die before I get old. Talking about my generation. This is my generation, baby. Why don't you all fade away? Don't try to dig what we all say. I'm not trying to cause a big sensation. I'm just talking about my generation. My generation. This is my generation, baby. Why don't you all fade away? Don't try to dig what we all say. I'm trying to cause a big sensation. Just talking about my generation. This is my generation. This is my generation, baby. My generation. People try to put us to down. Talking about my generation. Just because we get around. Talking about my generation. Things they do look awful cold. My generation. I hope I die before I get old. Talking about my generation. This is my generation, baby. My generation.
The Danny Bonaducci and Sarah Morning Show on 102.5 KZOK.
You know, there's a song by I think it's Sting that caused a huge fight. And Sarah, I want to know, is there a song that causes issues in your relationship or just in your world? I get in fights over songs all the time. We want to know yours, 1-800-252-1025.
Yeah, a lot of times it's just in your own head. It's something that drives you crazy. Like I know one that, at least I don't think it's got a reason for you, is that Taylor Swift song.
Which one?
Look what you made me do.
Look what you made me do. I hate it.
I check it once, then I check it twice. Oh, look what you made me do.
I think she's trying to be sexy, which she doesn't have to cross the street to be sexy.
Right.
She couldn't be more sexy, and then she does that. Don't do that.
Yeah, and it's so the repetitiveness. It's this one and the Rihanna. I can't sing it now. Write the song on, but like
Work.
Make sure I'm not snatching it from anybody, but that Barbie song could.
You love that song.
I do love that song.
Barbie
but
Girl?
It could make you commit murder. How'd you do that so fast? Wow, look at you go.
I love
Magic
this
today.
song.
Do you love this song? When it first came out, I loved this song, but this is a dentist drill, and I'm over the edge.
Yeah, it's equally as catchy as it is terrible.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's talk with Lynn in Federal Way. What song would drive you to brawl?
Hiya, Lynn.
Hey, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning, and we're very well. What do you got for us?
I don't know the name of it, but it's that I would walk 500 miles thing from the 80s.
Yeah, from, what was the name of these guys? The Proclaimers. And I would walk 500 more. To be the man that's Hevelin with you. Does anybody ever look up Hevelin? I'm not sure what it is, but they want to be Hevelin just with you. That's sweet of them.
I would punch you.
And I would deserve it, Lynn. Thank you for calling in.
Let's talk with Bill in Lakewood. A song that would drive you to brawl?
Hey, guys. Good morning. Can I say hi to Tori real quick?
Yes, go right ahead.
Good morning, Bill.
Okay, now
How
we've
you
had that.
doing?
Oh, she's
such a
fine, you
creep,
pervert.
Bill.
Now, what's going on, Bill?
Well, listen, I'm watching you guys on Danny TV, and I only see you, Sarah, and Paul. I never get to see Tori or Derek. And what's up with that? I mean, they contribute to the show, too.
There's cameras in there with them. If you're not seeing them, there's something wrong.
They're just so darn pretty, Bill, that if we put them on the camera, we'll break the internet. So,
all right, I'll go with that. Cool.
Bill, tell us what song would drive you to brawl.
There's a song that was out in the 60s. I know I'm dating myself. There's probably nobody on the show there who knows what I'm talking about. That's not unusual. But there's a song, I think it was called They're Coming to Take Me Away. Oh, hee. It was a haunting song about some guy who, I guess his wife cheated on him, and he went a little crazy. And the way the song went with the sirens in the background, you could almost, they might have even mentioned
This song, this song was huge when I was a kid, too. They're coming to take me away. Ha ha, hee hee ho. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time. That's how it goes. Don't look at me.
No, I have heard it. I thought it was like Dr. Demento or some sort of parody or something.
Dr. Demento's a guy that would play it on a radio station in L.A. for a gazillion years.
What about you, Jeremiah, in Seattle? What's a song that would drive you to brawl?
Hey, good morning, Sunshine.
Good morning, sweetheart. What's up?
I was going to go with The Boys Are Back in Town, but I got this one that every time I hear it, I want to sit and just get the singer, reach down his throat, and just grab his tonsils out. Hocus Pocus by Focus.
Hocus Pocus by Focus. You know what? I don't even know how it goes.
Tori, do you know how that one goes? Hocus Pocus.
So is that a no? Just say no, you maniac.
I thought I'd try.
Jerry and Issaquah, what song would drive you mad?
I don't know if it would drive me mad or cause me to drive into a ditch, but I'm a Liar by Henry Rollins.
Yeah, anything by Henry Rollins can be a lot. Yeah. I forget what year it is. I'm in a bar that I can't afford to be in. It's what would become the Viper Room later in life. And Black Flag is singing. Now I've been invited or sneaking because I am penniless at this point in my life. And I go and I see Henry Rollins, and he was just so much. He looked like he wanted to fight everybody in the place. Sure. And then I saw John Belushi over in the corner. I went, that's John Belushi. And then John Belushi went back to the hotel and died that night. Yeah, I was right there. I was like one of the last guys to see him in life. That's awful. And I think Henry Rollins did it. Still that out.
Henry Rollins thinks you did it.
Yeah, but yeah, right.
Both of you drove him to do that much cocaine?
But who are we going to believe? I don't know that I could pick in that scenario.
With Henry Rollins.
Arnie in Renton, what song derives you to brawl?
Well, it really motivates me. Bodies by Drowning Pool.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the
floor. Sing it, Arnie. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Are there some secret life you live besides
That's
being
what Matt listens to nonstop, right?
Oh, is that what it is? Matt listens to that?
I really like Drowning Pool.
Really?
Yeah. That was a pretty good reenactment, I must say.
Sure.
My throat hurt. Who do we want to talk to next? Let's go to Jennifer in Sumner.
Hey, Jennifer.
Hello.
Hello.
Second.
What's happening?
I think she's trying to switch back and forth between like a Bluetooth and the phone.
Oh, because I thought she was switching back between radio stations that she likes to call.
Are you there, sweetheart?
Oh, she's listening to the radio now. Yeah. Jennifer, try back.
Let's put her on hold and see if we can talk with Dave in Olympia.
Dave in Olympia.
Dave.
Wow, Dave, what's up, buddy?
The song that makes my blood boil, and believe it or not, boom, boom, out go the lights.
Oh, you know what one I thought he was talking about?
What?
I thought it was boom, boom, let's go back to my room where we can do it all night and we can make it feel right. That one.
I like that song.
That probably wasn't too annoying.
That was boom, 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 shake the room. You know that one?
No.
Oh, that's a Fresh Prince.
What?
DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Oh, at the deep cut.
That is a very deep cut.
I don't know. Boom, boom, out go the lights.
It's Pat Travers.
Oh, no, it's a lot of boxers have gone into the ring to boom, boom, boom. Out go the lights, right? That one?
Yeah, that boom, boom, out go the lights.
A simple no will do.
No, that's right, though. I'm not lying.
Right, yeah.
How about Amy on Joint Base Lewis McCord?
Hey, Amy.
Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Okay, so I know I have two, but I'm definitely going to have to say Call Me Maybe.
Yep. It's annoying.
Now,
Love this song.
Does it get extra bonus points that people sing it to you? Call me Amy.
No.
Funny.
Did they do that?
I used to do this to my wife all the time. And
So call me Danny.
Call me Amy. That's what I would do. So I'm sorry that I've been any part of that for you there, Amy.
Amy, what's your second one?
Oh, the Black and Yellow song. The black and yellow.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
Anything repetitive like that is
Yeah.
just terrible.
Exactly. And those ones with the repetitive nature really do drive you mad. They would drive you to punch someone. Declan in Lacey, what's a song that would drive you to brawl?
Well, can I go back to the Disturbed, Bodies Hit the Floor?
Yeah.
There's a video. There's a video of a cockatoo singing it, and it's hysterical.
I
How
have
many?
to watch that.
Oh, a cockatoo.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't even know they could sing.
She didn't say or.
Oh, yeah. Totally
What's
different.
the song that drives you crazy?
The song is Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Another great one. I love most of these songs.
It's annoying, though.
Ba-dum.
I get that it's good-natured, but no, it makes me want to punch somebody.
And maybe that's why I like
Be
it.
happy. Don't worry, be happy now.
When he's saying "Don't worry, be happy," and it makes you angry, that's kind of. I think that's the opposite of the point of the song.
Remember the other day we had Shaggy on? We're like, oh my gosh, we forgot how great Shaggy
Yeah, Shaggy's
is.
awesome.
This song doesn't. It's
You
not
know,
the same.
This song is, and I'm not positive with this song, but I think there's not a musical instrument in it. Did you know that?
What's the boopity boop?
Him.
That's all his.
Oh, that's
mouth?
all
him.
I hope it's his.
He's the conductor of like the Boston Orchestra now, and he had the whole orchestra do a song with no instruments, and it was brilliant.
Oh, that's
so,
cool.
Yeah, I find the song as stupid as anybody, but there's no instruments in it. That's all him. And by the way, Robin Williams is also with him in the video.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So it comes out a little more interesting than the original because it's a stupid song.
Still doesn't sound good.
Nice philosophy though.
Robin Covington, a song that would drive you to brawl.
No, it doesn't drive me to brawl, but it creates sympathetic vomiting, and that's Barry Manilow. I write the songs. Sorry, I just saying.
I love that song, but I will tell you why that can make me in a weird mood. I was lucky enough to get Barry Manilow on one of my radio shows early on in my career. Mm-hmm. And he's in the room, and I gush over him because I know it's Barry Manilow, biggest star I've ever interviewed at that point in my career, and I'm kind of freaking out. So my first question to him was, you know, it was kind of a bold statement for you to just come out there and say, I write the songs. Didn't you worry about backlash? And he goes, oh, I didn't write this. What? That's my first thing, man.
Paul, what's the song that would drive you crazy?
I hate to say it because I'm sure this is probably one of Derek's favorite songs, but Thong, the thong, thong, thong. Cisco, the thong
Cisco.
song.
Whatever,
Man, that song
guy.
drives me nuts.
Google, what is Cisco's net worth? $8.
Is this Derek's favorite song?
I'm sure it is. Although he's doing a special dance to it right now.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Yeah, Derek, we don't want to see the thong, man. Pull those pants back up.
Kurt in Lake Stevens, what's the song that would drive you to brawl?
John McClane, American Pie.
Bye.
Oh, how do you not like this song?
I don't know that many people that like this song. It's a long song. It's 8 minutes long, this song.
It is. And then remember Madonna tried to do it, and that was kind of sacrilegious.
Right. And then Don McLean punched his wife, allegedly.
Allegedly. Tori,
Got
what is
arrested for me.
What's a song that would drive you to brawl?
Melanie's Brand New Key. Do you guys know
got
that?
a brand new pair of roses.
Oh, I hate this song.
I
know,
think that
right?
we should get together and try them out to see.
Oh, no.
No, wait, I'm not done. Walking around a while.
I might come over there and punch you.
You got something I need. Oh.
No.
I know
Danny
every word
has
to
a
this
whole
song.
whole dance.
I know. This is one of the songs I sang at Steel Pier, New Jersey, when I was 11. I know every word.
Really? Can you hit that note?
And a
Can you
little
do it
dancer.
again?
Yeah. I couldn't hit it then.
Derek, a song that would drive you to brawl?
Well, my song is probably a lot of people's one of their favorite songs, but I hate it. Here you go. It's not a beautiful day because U2 is the most overrated band of all time, and every time I hear this, I rage out in extreme anger.
Settle down, Quincy Jones.
It's a beautiful song. Yeah, Quincy.
Yeah, he gave an eye or something for this song. Some accident happened.
I don't think that's a true story.
I could get in a little fight with the wife over Nora Jones. Nora Jones was kind of me and this other girl. And I don't know, she knows I'm married to a bunch of people, and I'm kind of a slut. But there's one particular girl gets her goat, and when Nora Jones come on, I don't change it. Normally I would change it because I'm watching television. I don't want to see a music video, but I'll leave it until she comes in and gets really mad at me. And I always think that's funny.
Wow.
Every time.
Oh, it's time to play the game that has been sweeping the nation. Pick the Panther.
Pick the Panther.
It's your final shot at tickets to the exclusive pre-screening of Black Panther, one of the most anticipated movies of the year. You can see it before everybody else. If you would like to play and win your way in, call now, 800-252-1025.
The Danny Bonaducci and Sarah Morning Show on 102.5 KZOK.
Loving you isn't the right thing to do. But how can I ever change things that I feel? If I could, maybe I'd give you my world. How can I, when you won't take it from me? You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way.
We're playing one final round of Pick the Panther for your chance to win a pair of tickets to an exclusive pre-screening of Black Panther happening Monday night at a secret location. To win, you will have to correctly identify the famous panther from Danny's Clue. Let's see, we've got Sean Paul.
Hi, Sean Paul.
Is this the Jamaican rapper?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
No,
Doesn't sound like
yeah,
it, no.
Guys, that's great. It's the first time I've ever heard that one.
Chop on you guys. Welcome to my world of old jokes. All right, Sean Paul, let me ask you a couple questions. One, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
That I do.
All right, and do you understand the rules of the game?
So far, so good.
Okay, side note, sometimes Paul's clues make me sound like a lunatic, and I don't need the help from Paul. Here we go with the clue. This panther may be many things to many people, and I frankly would probably fight all of them. It could be a species of big cat or a Chinese rock band, and I'd kick both their asses. Or it could be a revolutionary political party from the 60s, or the 761st U.S. Tank Division, which I'm feeling a little bit less confident about. Or it could be the latest Marvel Comics box office superstar that would probably kill me, but I'd fight it anyway. Can you please pick the panther?
Well, you don't need much help sounding like a lunatic half the time, but I'm pretty sure this is Black Panther.
Is this Black Panther, you guys? It is, in fact.
Wow, so hard today.
It was so hard. I can't believe our favorite Jamaican rapper got that right. Sean Paul, you are correct. You are going to the exclusive pre-screening of Black Panther. You're going to the Jeep Winners window in our lobby to pick up those tickets. Everyone else has a bonus chance to enter and win on our contest page at KZOK.com.
The Danny Bonaducci and Sarah Morning Show on 102.5 KZOK, the classic rock station. KZOK Traffic.
This traffic report is brought to you by Phillips Law Firm. We are seeing some stop-and-go traffic on I-5 northbound between Albro Place and the Convention Center. About a 10-minute delay. And in Snoqualmie on State Route 18 eastbound at I-90, there's an accident currently blocking the shoulder, causing some minor delays there as well. Auto accidents can happen anytime, all the time. If you or a loved one have been injured in a car accident, call Phillips Law Firm today for a free case evaluation. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com. I'm Derek, and that's your look at traffic on 102.5 KZOK.
I had a vision when I was 12, and I saw a man on a flaming pie, and he said, "You are Beatles with an A," and we are.
I'd like to say thank you on behalf of the group and ourselves. I hope we pass the audition.
It's Breakfast with the Beatles every Sunday morning from 8 till 10 with your host, Steve Slayton.
With love from me to you.
Breakfast with the Beatles on the home of classic rock, 102.5 KZOK.
I'm on the phone with my good buddy, Phil Bivens, owner of the huge Tacoma Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Now, Phil, Tacoma Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram is the clear #1 volume Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram dealership in the state of Washington for the 7th year in a row. Now, I know you pride yourself on huge selection, low prices, and making it easy for customers to buy from you no matter where they live. What kind of crazy deals do you have for February?
Danny, with over 1,100 new Dodges, Chryslers, Jeeps, and Rams available, we have something for everyone during our huge pre-President's Day sales event right here on the corner of 38th and South Tacoma Way, the intersection of savings. New 2017 Jeep Renegade 4x4 starting at just $16,990. New 2018 Jeep Cherokee Latitude Pluses starting at just $19,990. Or get a new 2018 Ram 1500 Quad Cab starting at just $24,990.
I'm telling you, Tacoma Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram is where I go, and you should too.
We even have 0% financing for 72 months, and we're paying crazy prices for trade-ins. No matter where you live, go to TacomaDodge.com or see when you get here.
It's Ram Truck Month. See dealer website for all the details.
Want more out of your career? Earn your Oregon State University degree online with nearly 50 programs in fields like business and engineering. OSU eCampus is ranked top 10 in the nation by U.S. News and World Report. Spring term starts April 2nd. Apply at ecampus.oregonstate.edu.
Are you a taxpayer deep in debt to the IRS? If so, then listen carefully to this special public announcement. Due to consumers facing difficulty in the ongoing U.S. economic downturn, the Internal Revenue Service is now accepting reduced settlements from individuals who owe back taxes. Participation in special initiatives by the IRS can reduce your payments by thousands of dollars. A special hotline has been established by National Tax Credit Group to enroll suffering citizens during this crisis. Call the Special Service Hotline to see if you qualify for this historic relief opportunity during the ongoing economic downturn. Take down this number or store it in your cell phone. 800-701-7321. If you owe back taxes to the IRS, you may now qualify for substantial relief. The IRS is now accepting reduced settlements, resulting in some tax debts being reduced by thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify for your reduction, call this new Special Service Hotline now. 800-701-7321. 800-701-7321. That's 1-800-701-7321.
Ready for a new career and more opportunities?
So, Lisa, you've been a full-time coach operator at Community Transit for a couple of years?
Uh-huh. I make a great living with excellent benefits. We have drivers who've been here for 20 years.
Did you drive a bus before?
No, I came from a retail job, but training was paid and I earned my commercial license. So it was a super opportunity and it's a great job.
Submit your application online at communitytransit.org/drive4us.
Message and data rates may apply.
Warning, texting while driving is illegal just about everywhere. So if you want to take advantage of a life-changing LASIK offer, pull over when you can, because a special opportunity is just one text away. The LASIK Vision Institute is offering absolutely free evaluations and dramatically low prices on high-quality LASIK. Text the keyword AFFORD to 350-350 to get the benefit of FDA-approved LASIK technology that gives the majority of patients 20/20 vision for a fraction of what others charge. Text to schedule your free appointment to see if LASIK is right for you. When you text AFFORD to 350-350, you'll also get an extra 20% discount off our already low-cost services. We've already performed over 1 million procedures. Today, it's your turn. Discover how you can get the quality LASIK experience you've always wanted for a fraction of what others charge. This great offer is just a text away. Text AFFORD to 350-350. That's AFFORD to 350-350.
What's missing in your car or truck? Maybe you wish you had Bluetooth so you could connect your phone to stream music and make calls hands-free.
Or remote start so your ride would always be toasty warm before you get in.
Hard Toys President's Day sale is the perfect time to stop wishing and start enjoying.
Savings only the largest mobile electronics retailer in America could negotiate.
Let's go.
Kenwood CD receiver with HD radio and Bluetooth for hands-free calling and music streaming, just $69.
JBL subwoofers, $39.
Save $50 on an Alpine 250-watt amp. On sale for $99.
Alpine speaker blowout, $29, less than half price.
Clifford remote start, nearly half price, just $159, including installation by Car Toys experts.
Car Toys can add almost anything new cars have to your ride.
Visit their amazing showrooms to see all the savings.
Car Toys, a better way to go.
The detailing experts at Car Toys are the best. Get a free interior ozone treatment to make your car smell as fresh and clean as new with every detailing package.
We would all like to have some extra money, wouldn't we? We'd all like to have a little extra cash. Let's be honest, you're not going to win the lottery. But most people who own a home, the majority do have access to some cash. A great way to get your hand on that is to do a cash out refinance. You could have access to significant amounts of money that could help cover the costs of life. Maybe you want to treat yourself. Maybe you've got bills. Maybe you've got high interest credit cards. It is time to reach out to American Financing. Refinance your home. American Financing are the people you want to talk to. They have no upfront fees. I know that's really big. And they're a family-owned business. A husband and wife built American Financing, and they've been doing it since 1999. You need to reach out to them for this cash-out refinance. You'll have access to money. Doesn't that sound great? Plus, they have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, American Financing. Reach out to them, 206-204-3200. That's 206-204-3200 or AmericanFinancing.net and MLS 182334.
This is Tori with your weather report brought to you by Staples. It's going to be a pretty mild day today. It's going to be cloudy for the most part. We are going to get some sun this afternoon, though. That should carry into the weekend. It's currently 42 downtown Seattle. Staples has low prices on the organizational solutions your business needs to clear the clutter and focus on the job at hand this year, like banker's boxes, file folders, and storage bins. Less mess equals more success. Visit staples.com for more. Staples, it's pro time. That was your weather. I'm Tori on 102.5 KZOK.
102.5 KZOK. Free music now streaming on the free iHeart app. 102.5 KZOK, the classic rock station.
Stick with us, kids, because coming up, the big news of the day.
Some of the stories we're covering: a wild new study about cancer and the funky vegetable that might not be good for you. Why is one man refusing to go number 2? This is a bit of a crazy story. Stay with us.
He's not fair or balanced, just fairly unbalanced. This is the Danny Bonaducci Big News of the Day on 102.5 KZOK.
It is, in fact, the big news of the day and is brought to you by Goldberg Jones Divorce for Men. Call 1-800-DIVORCE, or you could go online and go to goldbergjones.com.
Making big changes to your diet could deprive cancer of a nutrient it needs to spread throughout the body.
Well, they should tell me what that is, and I won't eat it.
This is a new study published in the journal Nature, and it links asparagine, an amino acid found in many foods.
Oh, that makes my pee smell funny.
Yes. Some of the foods that you can find asparagine, asparagus.
Oh, I thought I was being incredibly clever. Well, little did I know I wasn't.
You were.
Yeah.
Beef, poultry, nuts, and potatoes. These helped spread cancer in mice with breast cancer.
Right.
So that's how we do these studies. We give the mice different forms of cancer, and then we put them on different foods and see how they react, how the cancer cells react. And it looks like asparagus, in addition to making your pee smell funky, also could spread cancer.
Yeah, but they're not going to come out this late in the game and tell me not to eat asparagus, are they?
Their next step is going to be placing human volunteers on a low asparagine diet to see if it will reduce the levels found in the body. So they're not sure yet if making a drastic change in your diet will stop it.
All right.
But you would need to have cancer for it to spread in the first place.
Okay, because I got to tell you, what asparagus does makes me laugh I call Amy in. Amy, come here. No, you're going to crack up at this.
In the UK, police have a hashtag going for people following a certain story. I was going to say a movement, but that's
Do you know
not
the
right
UK
word.
spells uck? They should change that.
Hashtag poop watch.
Huh?
They're tweeting about it. A suspected drug dealer is believed to have drugs hidden in his body and is now, for 21 days, is refusing to go number 2.
21 days?
21 days.
You know, I can't go 21 seconds after God tells me I got to go.
Isn't that how ODB died?
That is exactly how that guy went.
If he doesn't go, they can't get the drugs
Well,
and
are
they
the UK
can't
start-
charge him.
What are they called? Bobbies? Are they stupid?
What would you like them to do?
I'd like them to mix all sorts of stuff with his food.
Yeah.
Which they apparently can't do over there. Maybe they got rules. Who knows? But there's a million other things. They can't x-ray this guy.
I don't know that we could force somebody.
No,
to
we
go
can take
number
x-rays
2.
for sure.
We can
No,
take x-rays.
But the x-rays will give us probably cause to give him a laxative.
You'd think so.
I
man.
would think so.
Have they
Hey.
called Guinness yet? Not the
But-
beer guys, but the Book of
Oh,
World
that's a good
Record
idea.
guys, because they got to be close to a record.
You know, you
21
figure if you
days.
make their judges over there wear those stupid black robes and those crazy powdered wigs,
Yeah.
they could tell a guy to poop.
Right.
I would think.
They believe the record is 23 days.
Oh, well, now you got to root for the guy.
The clinics say, experts around the world about this say, if it's been longer than 3 weeks, you need to seek medical help.
Right, but he's seeking to dodge medical help. He didn't want
Yeah.
medical help.
A 16-year-old girl had died a few years ago after she didn't go for 8 weeks.
Is there anybody that makes it to the 3-week point and didn't already think on their own? Maybe I should call a doctor.
Maybe I should go, yeah.
Yikes.
There was a dude in Philadelphia who had a disease and didn't go number 2 for 13 years.
I think he had a worm.
Well, no, it came out somewhere else, though, right?
Oh,
his
I
eyes.
didn't look that far into it.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
don't click on the pictures, man.
No.
His colon is displayed in a museum.
The Mutter Museum in Philadelphia.
That's,
Wow.
that's
Right on.
gross. That place is full of such
And it's full of a
atrocities.
9-foot tapeworm and stuff like that.
An Indian man is in custody after allegedly stealing something from his wife. They do
Her
things.
virtue.
No, something a little bigger.
Not a woman's virtue.
There's
What are you
nothing
saying?
bigger.
In India, they handle marriage a little bit differently.
Yeah.
There's a dowry. Well, he needed a dowry. So something a little unusual took place. Her husband arranged a visit to a private nursing home. The couple were staying with one of his relatives. Now, she was given a drink, and she said afterwards she felt a little bit weird. She woke up and was told she needed an operation for appendicitis. She was operated on. She then just started developing some lower back pain, where an ultrasound showed an infection of her left kidney. Her right kidney, however, gone.
Oh, you always hear about that.
Yeah, wake up in a bathtub full of ice.
Pick up the wrong hooker, man, and you wake up in a bathtub full of ice, missing a kidney, and the directions of how to get to the hospital written on the mirror in lipstick. That's how it
Yep.
goes.
He stole her kidney.
He stole her kidney and her virtue.
Would you
Terrible.
divorce Amy if she stole your kidney?
Yes, but not for stealing my kidney, for being stupid enough to want one of my internal organs. But you know, we had this discussion about whether or not I would give Amy a kidney. I said, of course I would give you a kidney. You don't even need both of them. Of course I'd give you a kidney. And she said, well, I would give you a kidney as well. And I thought, first of all, you wouldn't give a kidney as well. I do it better. That's just the way it is to live with me. But I said, no, that's crazy. You're 35. I'm almost 60. Keep your kidney. Let's see how long I can live. Find another thing out. But don't be giving away your 35-year-old organs. That's craziness.
I would not take your liver.
No,
but I
yeah,
think
no.
Your kidney might be okay at this point.
My kidney's been beat up pretty well, but it's a fighter.
Can I have your gallbladder, man?
Absolutely. You need one.
I do.
Binges come and go. A lot of us would watch.
Who's binges? He's rude.
Yeah, stick around for a little
For
while.
God's sakes, man, say something.
When Netflix first came out, I remember I binged watched NCIS because I love Mark Harmon.
Right.
But what you binge watch one year changes from year to year. Maybe your taste changes. A lot of people were super into 24.
I was super into this stupid show called Southern Charm with Amy. That didn't mean anything. It was just a bunch of losers in Charleston or somewhere, not doing anything. But I was riveted by how they're going to go and how much they could drink. And I tried to watch the next year and I went, I wonder what I saw in this show. Didn't like it anymore.
Oh, funny. Yeah. Well, last year, the biggest binge-watched show was Stranger Things. They've come out with the new list of what is the most binged shows on Netflix. And at number 1 is Orange is the New Black.
Really?
Stranger Things got bumped all the way down to 4.
Wow.
Although I did just watch, I've just binged Stranger Things season 2.
See, I've only seen like one episode, and it's weird because I'm a TV watcher, and I think, oh, it's good, like everybody says, and I never went back. Didn't call me.
You'd think whatever is this year's number 1 is not going to be next year's number 1 because people will be caught up. You know, if it's the most binge-watched show, then people are caught up. They're not going to binge-watch it.
You could think that, or it's new users, or it's another family member in the household because you have multiple people who are allowed to use your Netflix.
Sure.
Orange is the New Black at the top, most binged, followed by Breaking Bad.
You know, it's funny. I just watched a bunch of episodes. I guess I binge watched it. How many episodes do you have to watch for it to be binging?
I think 3 or more.
Oh, I watched at least 3. Yeah, I binged. And I didn't even care that much about that show. I didn't think it was like all that in a bag of crack or whatever it was.
They said it takes a new member only 12 days to finish the binge. But Stranger Things at 4, House of Cards at 5, Sons of Anarchy, Fuller House, American Horror Story, Family Guy, and Family Guy and Grey's Anatomy rounding out the top 10.
My goodness gracious.
Most binged. What are you binging now? Are you just watching whatever shows
I watch TV when although we don't binge it, but we watch Top Chef, and I one or two. She binge watches the Bachelor when it's on, but the Bachelor tells her that she needs to watch Bachelor in Paradise, which leads her to believe there's a virgin in the fantasy suite or some such crap as that. I've never heard of such a thing, but she watches everything about that.
I'm watching a new show on Netflix called Altered Carbon, and it's super good, but there's a lot of naked people. Full on.
She said it like that's bad. She said it's super good, but there's a lot of.
You know what I like? There's a show, and I don't think it's that great.
By the way, my husband got home from work, walked into the living room, and there's a man who sits on the TV.
Well, not
He's like, "What are you doing?"
Girl who sits, that'd be crazy. But I said it's a different appeal, I think, because I was watching Spartacus for a second, and it's a gladiator room full of naked guys walking around, dancing and stuff, or whatever they do. I don't know what they do. And Amy was not that, didn't care that much. Like, if it was naked chicks, which it was later, I'm scratching at the TV.
This show is done really well, and if you want to see some quality naked people on your television, I would recommend Altered Carbon. That's the big news of the day, and it is brought to you by Goldberg Jones. Divorce for men at 1-800-DIVORCE or online at goldbergjones.com.
Okay, but there is more, my friends. You should call right now, 1-800-252-1025, because if you know where Sarah's Beaver has been, you're going to win a $25 gift card to Zeke's Pizza. Call right now.
Broadcasting from the Jeep Studios on Elliott Avenue. This is 102.5 KZOK, the home of classic rock. Jeep, believe you can go anywhere.
A doo-doo. A doo-doo-doo. A doo-doo.
Doo-doo.
I'm looking around. Somebody should tell that guy in England. Sarah's beaver's on Patches the Clown. Come on, Sarah, won't you give me a clue? I'll find your beaver and I'll be calling you. Where's Sarah's beaver? I want to know. Where's Sarah's beaver? I want to know. Where's Sarah's beaver? I want to win on Danny's show on KZOK. Uh-huh. I'm having a very good time this morning. I don't know if you noticed.
Of course you want to win because it's a fun prize. $25 gift card to Zeke's Pizza.
You know, people won't say it because, and even I probably wouldn't say it. I'm a bit of a pizza snob and a chain and stuff like that. Zeke's that's our go-to choice for having delivered to my house. Fantastic.
And it's
May I
National
recommend
Pizza Day.
sausage and mushrooms.
Yum.
Only 2 ingredients. You don't need to go crazy.
And it's National Pizza Day.
It's National
And it's
Pizza
National
Day.
Pizza Day. I know what that means. Well, it means you can win the $25 gift card. Facebook.com/Sarah's Beaver or KZOK.com. That's where we post those pictures. And let's see if Gina in Bellevue knows where the beaver's been this week.
Good morning, Gina.
Good morning. How are you guys?
We're well, thank you. Have you seen Sarah's beaver?
I have. She was at the Northwest Flower and Garden Show at the convention center.
Yeah, I love that thing. Is that what
She is correct.
You're correct, Gina.
Except they've changed the name from show to festival.
Oh, that makes it sound fancy.
Yeah, because people go to a show, but they prance at a festival.
That's where she was, Gina. Congratulations. Thanks for looking at my beaver. You are going to the Jeep winners window in our lobby to pick up your $25 gift card to Zeke's.
This traffic report is brought to you by Staples. In Snoqualmie on State Route 18 eastbound to I-90, there was an earlier accident that has been cleared, but you're still seeing some small delays. And on I-5 northbound between Albro Place and the Convention Center, seeing some stop-and-go traffic, about a 10-minute delay. Staples has low prices on the organizational solutions your business needs to clear the clutter and focus on the job at hand this year, like banker's boxes, file folders, and storage bins. Less mess equals more success. Visit staples.com for more. Staples, it's pro time. I'm Derek, and that's your look at traffic on 102.5 KZOK.
It is 8:03, and I'll take this opportunity to tell you about Whiskey Rocks because it's awesome. It's the only chance I get to see my daughter and her husband. They come up here and rip me off for free excellent whiskey. Anyway,
By
it's
the way,
whiskey-
your daughter's not married yet.
No, that's right. Her fiance.
Same thing.
If you'd like to come out, if you haven't purchased your tickets yet to Whiskey Rocks, you probably should go on and get to it. It's a great evening featuring over 100. I didn't even know there were 100 finest whiskeys and bourbons from around the world. Great live music and so much more. March 10th, Terrace Club, Safeco Field. You can find out more right now at whiskeyrocksnw.com.
Make sure to get those tickets. It sold out both years, so this is another one that will sell out. Get your tickets now. There was a big local story that people were talking about involving the theft of diamonds. And you guys had said it's like a heist movie.
Yeah.
And you wished you
Yeah.
could be part of it.
I did on the good end. I don't want to be the guy in the car getting bashed.
Yeah.
No.
But it really was like a movie. It's the guy's driving down the road with a bunch of diamonds. Somebody slams on the brakes. He hits the person. Then somebody comes up from behind, boxes him in, smashes it, and steals it and runs. And you guys kind of thought about it. Like, you could do it.
We could do. Anybody could do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have to know where a guy with diamonds is going to be, and then you have to have the balls to cause a traffic accident at 60 miles an hour. That's not nothing.
But the recon work, that's where you got to put in
Yeah,
your time.
in the time.
Yeah, knowing what his route is.
Sweat equity goes into how many diamonds he's carrying that day.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to do this for like 3 diamonds.
No.
You don't want to do this for and find out you meant Lou Diamond Phillips all the time.
Because it's for us, it's going to be that one last big score, and then we're
Right.
getting out of the game.
They're getting out of the game too long.
You know, people emulate a lot of stuff they see in movies. I mean, how many times have you been on a boat and somebody throws open their arms and says,
"I'm the king of the world"?
Everybody does that.
Everybody does that.
And that's probably one of the movie scenes that you could recreate very easily. But
Yeah,
think
you just
about-
need a boat, right?
Yeah. You need
And arms?
No, you
You
don't,
need
I
a
don't
boat
think you
and
even need a
arms?
boat.
No?
Go down to the waterfront right here and just lean over the railing and do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And everybody know what you were doing. If that's
Yeah.
your your call in life that you want everybody to know what you're doing, they would.
Think about when that Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movie came out and how many people wanted to have that harness on.
That's funny that you pick Tom Cruise and Mission Impossible because that would be one of mine.
Yeah, you'd like to recreate that scene?
He goes, I think he's in the Arab Emirates. He's in Abu Dhabi, maybe. And a couple of movies do this. I think Fast and Furious also does it, where they drive through the windows at the Wiz Khalifa on the 80th floor and go into the building next door on the 70th floor
Yeah.
and make their escape. I so want to do that. And I want it to be in slow motion.
Yeah, it has to be
Yeah.
so that we can have it for film and you can
But
watch
it
it over and
looks
over.
so awesome.
Well, you guys listening, what movie scene or scenario would you like to be a part of? Danny's going to be a part of Mission Impossible, going from one Wiz Khalifa building
Yeah.
to the other, smashing through in slow-mo.
In slow motion, because otherwise, what it would take about a second. In slow mo, it's like 9 seconds.
Yeah. What movie scene or scenario would you like to be a part of? Call us, let us know, 800-252-1025.
You know, there are some great movies. There's some scenes that dialogue, everybody can quote the dialogue, but could you reenact a whole movie scene? And if you could, what one would you love to do? Give us a call, 1-800-252-1025.
Mike in Sultan, good morning.
Hey, Mike.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, Stinky Sexy Aladucci.
Hey, what's up, man?
I want to do the pool scene. I want to be Judge Reinhold in Fast Times at Ridgemont High when Phoebe Cates comes out and takes her top off.
You know, have you thought that out all the way? Wouldn't you rather be like in the Wolf of Wall Street with all those naked chicks everywhere? Because doesn't she catch him doing something that makes him embarrassed for the rest of his life?
Yeah, but that's all right.
That's all right. If you are willing to take the heat, you're my hero, man. Thanks, Mike.
I think the view is the same on the movie, right?
Yeah, that's exactly. Just watch the movie again, Mike.
What movie scene or scenario would you like to be a part of? Tony in Kapowsin.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Danny. I'm thinking the final scene of Basic Instinct.
The
final scene.
The final scene. I'm not sure I remember that one specifically. And do you want to do it?
He's in bed with Sharon Stone, and you got to think, you as an actor would realize it's just a movie, but you're still in bed with Sharon Stone.
All right, I see your point. I've only done
But
one.
I think underneath her pillow is the ice pick.
Well, they never established that for sure because I'm not sure who it is. Is her or the other girl that killed herself?
Plus, if she does have that ice pick under the pillow, I think it's even hotter.
Your life is at risk, and you think it's risky? You got to watch the whole time?
Yeah.
Because I have been in a position to have to watch my phone the whole time. If anybody texts and says, I know where you are. And try to just keep your eye on your phone. Man, try to keep your eye on a hot chick with an ice pick.
Right.
What do you think, Richard, calling from Seattle, a movie scene or scenario you'd like to be a part of?
Yeah, though James Bond is known for driving an Aston Martin all the time, I love The Spy Who Loved Me. He's got the White Lotus, and he's being chased, and he flies off the cliff, and the car turns into a submarine and dives into the ocean and drives up on the beach.
Yeah.
That's the scene I would like.
That's quite the scene. And by the way, that car is on display somewhere. I wish I could help you out better, but I just saw a thing on it that it's touring or it's somewhere you could go see it if you really wanted to.
Fun.
Yeah, that does sound fun.
Neil in Sammamish, a movie scene or scenario you'd like to be a part of?
Morning, Danny.
Morning.
How about John Wayne in True Grit when he charges his horse with a Winchester in one hand and a six-shooter in the other towards Robert Duvall and the other three bad guys?
And Robert Duvall looks at him and says, That's a one-eyed fat man. Yeah, that's a cool one.
What do you think, James and Bothell? What movie scene would you like to be a part of?
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Well, Blazing Saddles, I mean, the whole movie I'd like to do all the scenes.
Right.
But Danny, your favorite and my favorite would be the fart scene around the campfire.
Well, we're all doing it. It's like being at a frat house.
Just as classic a Western as True Grit.
Just as classic. And as long as we're doing Westerns, I would like to recreate the bar fight from the original Westworld, where it's the most mayhem, gnarly, bottles over the head.
Yeah.
And everybody seems to get somewhat hurt, but not enough hurt to make it be a bad thing to have participated. And I'd love to get in a fight with 25 different folks and have nobody get killed.
Yeah.
No
So
eyeballs
you want to
get...
be Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse as well?
Yeah.
Of course. Pain don't hurt.
Right. When Dalton finally realizes it's time to no longer be
nice. Yeah.
He
Look
drags
at
that
us.
guy out and he tells him that you're too stupid to have fun.
That's exactly what he tells us because he's got a razor blade in his boot.
That's my scene. That's what I want. I want to be Dalton in pretty much that entire movie.
In anything.
Ray in Tacoma, a movie scene you'd like to be part of?
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, I'd like to be like Kevin Costner in Tin Cup there with Danny on my bag rather than Cheech Marin, down to my last ball trying to get over that water hazard to win the U.S. Open.
And I'm going to say, go for it, Ray. That's what I'm going to do. Absolutely. Nobody had any faith in Kevin.
For some reason, I was thinking that had to do with Bob Barker and somebody wearing a
Happy,
Bruins
happy,
jersey.
no, that's Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrong
Price
movie.
is wrong, bitch.
Linda in Mount Lake Terrace, good morning.
Good morning, you people.
What do you mean, you people?
Hey, so The Italian Job is one of my favorite movies, and I would love to be in the scene like where they're all taking off in those Mini Coopers and doing the race car scene where they're driving to the train station.
Yeah, that with Mark Wahlberg. Donald Sutherland's already dead. Spoiler alert. Yeah, no, that's a good movie.
That is
That's
a
worth
great movie.
watching.
Joe in Seattle, a movie scene you would like to be part of?
Good morning.
Morning.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Hey, well, welcome aboard, Joe. Thanks, man. What do you got for us?
All right. Well, I think I've got the ultimate scene is the will there be the senator's wife's whorehouse scene in Caligula?
Yeah, baby.
Goodness, with Helen Mirren.
Was Helen Mirren in that?
Helen Mirren.
Not only is that a great scene, but knowing it's historically accurate would just make it so much of a bonus. That's a nice one. Thanks, Joe.
First time caller. Turns out Joe's a little pervy. Yeah. Fits in well on this show.
Look at our
what are
phone
you grabbing
lines.
over there, Danny?
I had to move something. Boys adjust, Sarah.
You all right, man?
Apparently, it's a lot of adjusting.
Danny needs some time to himself.
After talking about Caligula.
Everybody shut up. I couldn't see the phone lines from where I was.
Right, yeah.
Yo, at Olympia. Hi, honey.
Hey, yo.
What up, Debo and you people?
What up? I mean, you people.
Well, I want to recreate the scene in Old School where Snoop Dogg comes and does a concert in my backyard, and then we'll all go streaking around the quad.
Yep.
All right, yeah.
Yep.
I am in.
We're in.
Because I don't think you've ever seen, you've lived your life until you've seen a 58-year-old man with man boobs running around your house naked. That's the way to go.
And we all know that Yo already streaks around the quad. So.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I don't think, why do you always go with handicapped people? Why do you have to run around them?
Not that kind of quad.
It's rude, don't you think? Get up, start running around the quads. That sounds nice.
Dave in Federal Way.
Hoppa Dave from Guam, guys. Good morning. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you, Hoppa Dave. What up?
Hey, yeah, I want to recreate the scene from Point Break at the end where Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves are fighting, but at the end, Patrick Swayze whoops Keanu Reeves' ass and rides the big wave to a part 2.
Yeah. Except the part 2 is with other actors, isn't it?
Yeah.
The part 2 is like 40 years later.
Right.
Yeah. But also, you know, I got to give her, they're both cheesy movies, and I enjoyed them both.
And I think a lot of people would like to recreate anything from Point Break. There's just so many different
The bank robbery
ones.
scenes,
Yep.
those are awesome.
And Serena calling from Seattle. What do
Hey,
you think?
Serena.
Hey, good morning.
What's up?
So I like to pretend like I'm totally BA, but I'm really not. So imagine Terminator 2. You've got a little kid on a little rice burner just bolting from that evil cop who's chasing him with a semi-truck, tearing through L.A., and then I show up just like Schwarzenegger on a big old Harley, just pick the kid up and ride off.
That's a great scene.
Okay, but the amount of thought that Serena has put
Yep.
into this, my God. You know, she thinks of this at night before she goes and puts her head down on that pillow.
But there's no doubt, right? We all are well aware of the scene she's talking about.
Yeah,
It's so
absolutely.
badass. Let's hear from Mike calling from Tacoma, a movie scene you would like to be part of.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, good morning, all.
What's up?
Oh, there's actually two of them. The hot tub scene from Hot Dog the movie with Shannon Tweed.
Right.
And any of the Osborne episodes. Because Ozzy is the ultimate man to be hanging out with. Him and his family.
We flatly agree that Ozzy's the man. But isn't Shannon Tweed now married to what's-his-face from Kiss?
Yeah.
Gene Simmons?
Gene Simmons?
See, I
Yeah.
can't take her that seriously anymore. And look, you know, I just look at her and I hassle my wife, who's very nice. Imagine where Shannon Tweed's been if she's married to Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
Be yuck.
Laura in Tacoma, the movie scene you want to be part of?
I want to be strapped in the back seat of Popeye's car in the French Connection.
God, not me.
Oh, I'd throw up so
yeah,
quick.
what it's because how do you know if that cop can drive? He's not a race car driver. He's a cop.
Paul, is it just Roadhouse for you, or did you have another movie?
When Ferris Bueller takes over the parade float in Chicago and he sings "Twist and Shout," like
Yep.
that just, and then the entire city of Chicago like erupts into
Yeah.
dancing and singing, like
We'll
just
shake it up,
such a party. Yeah, I wanna
That
part
would
of
be fun.
That would be
We're all
fun.
shaking it up.
Sean in Renton says the shootout scene from Heat.
Yep.
Bullet chase scene with Steve McQueen.
Another big yes.
I would throw up. Sling Master Dave, Rambo 2, because he wants to blow up everything with a machine gun.
Okay. Is he related to Sling Master Doug? And the
Yeah,
only
but
reason I know that name, I had a dream about this guy.
Really?
Swear
All
to
right,
God,
let's-
the other
let's
night we're
talk
out
to-
doing.
let's talk to Sling
I didn't want to
Master.
talk to him after he found out I had a dream about him. That's kind of uncomfortable.
Doug.
Hi, Doug.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
So the other night I had a dream, like, I don't even know if you had recently called, but I had a dream that you and I went out with slingshots and then Goliath showed up and we killed him. So
That's kind of odd because I've been kind of sending the vibe. Like, I really like to put one in your hand. And
Yeah, Doug's been dreaming about you too.
he wants to put something
He
in
wants
my
to put one
hand.
in your
I have
hand.
one dream about this guy. He thinks he can put it in my hand. I'm not that kind of girl, Doug.
Tori, what's the movie scene you want to be part of?
So you all know the famous Tombstone scene when
Yep.
Val and Johnny Ringo are flipping the gun in the cup.
Oh yeah.
I want to be the cup.
Oh my! All right, you've been kind of a maniac all day, and can I just say you're fully redeemed? With
Oh my
that.
God.
Thank you.
This traffic report is brought to you by Staples in Renton on 405 northbound at Highway 169. We do have an accident in the left lane of the exit causing some small delays, and you're also going to see some stop and go traffic on I-5 northbound as you make your way between Albro Place and the Convention Center. Staples has low prices on the organizational solutions your business needs to clear the clutter and focus on the job at hand this year. Like banker's boxes, file folders, and storage bins. Less mess equals more success. Visit staples.com for more. Staples, it's pro time. I'm Derek, and that's your look at traffic on 102.5 KZOK.
Alrighty, everybody wants to impress their special someone for Valentine's Day. I'm no different. I want to go out of my way, and I want to impress my wife, Amy. Although I don't actually have to go to my way. I have to go to proflowers.com and do it every year I do it. I get a beautiful bouquet of roses at proflowers.com, and they are fresh, and they last for at least 7 days, and that's a guarantee. Customer satisfaction always a priority with ProFlowers, and that's why I love to go there and get my money back if anything was wrong, and not in 25 years have I had to get my money back. It's always been perfect. Trust me, Valentine's Day bouquet from ProFlowers is the way to go if you really want to make a big impression. Now you can choose the classic red roses or try something new and different. Go to proflowers.com right now and check it out. There's bouquets. There's all sorts of shapes and sizes and colors and vases, and it's pretty neat. Right now, my listeners, that's you, can get any bouquet for Valentine's Day at 20% off with any purchase of over $29 or more. But hurry on in today because Valentine's Day is next week. Get 20% off your purchase of $29 or more. Go to proflowers.com. Use my name at checkout. That's Danny. That's a special code box. Use Danny. Proflowers.com. And one more time, use my code Danny.
Well, this morning when Danny got here, he's saying, I got so much sleep last night. I feel so good. All day he's been in the best mood. Now, a lot of times when you wake up in the morning, I'd say most of the time, when you wake up in the morning, you don't feel that way. You feel kind of crabby because you were tossing and turning. And chances are that means you're not sleeping on a MyPillow. That will change your life. As soon as you get a MyPillow, which you should do right now, it will change the way you sleep. It's changed my life. It's changed all of the way we sleep. And we're all sleeping better. They've got the 4-pack special right now, which is 2 MyPillow premium pillows, 2 Go Anywhere pillows, and you can get half off if you use the promo code KZOK. Call them 800-304-4756, 800-304-4756. Take advantage of this special 50% off. Maybe you don't know this about MyPillow. It comes with a 10-year warranty. It is machine washable, and there's a 60-day money-back guarantee. So if you're not sure you're going to like it, try it. I think you are not just going to like it. You will love it. MyPillow. Go to MyPillow.com. MyPillow.com. Promo code KZOK.
This is Tori with your weather report brought to you by the UPS store. It's going to be another mild day today. A few AM showers in some areas, but cloudy for the most part. We're even going to get some sun later today and into the weekend. It's currently 42 downtown Seattle. Your P.O. box may be sending you the wrong message. The UPS store gives you a real street address, package acceptance from all shipping carriers, notify you of their arrival, and provide 24-hour access. Visit the upsstore.com to find a location near you. That was your weather. I'm Tori on 102.5 KZOK.
A 60-year-old man was shot and killed yesterday in an apparent road rage incident on southbound I-5 near the King and Pierce County lines. A 24-year-old woman was on a motorcycle. The man who was driving a car got into some sort of dispute on the roadway. They both pulled over inside of over on the left side of the road. The argument continued. It led to a physical fight. The woman then pulled out a gun and shot him.
Jeez.
She was taken to the hospital for her injuries, and this, of course, remains under investigation.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Makes me think back, and I'm terribly sorry for that man's family and everything, but makes me think back of all the times I've gotten out of my car when I shouldn't. When people have said, don't get out of the car, you don't have to get out of the car. And I do. I'm not gun anymore. And I'm 100 years old. Who gets out of the car?
The family behind Oberto Brands is now offering to sell the Kent-based company. They have owned this company for 100 years.
Wow, they must be old.
CEO Tom Hernquist was brought in by the family to turn the company around. Oberto has more than 500 employees and $260 million in revenue.
Nice.
Each of the past 2 years. So it's
what do they
working.
make?
Beef jerky?
That's right.
Yeah.
They got a bunch of big stars in their advertising.
Yeah,
don't
they've been
they?
doing a lot with Seahawks players.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody here eats Oberto.
Yeah, it's great.
But now you could own it.
First, one of the first things I asked my dentist about when I got these new 2 front teeth. So am I still going to be able to eat beef jerky?
Yeah.
And he said, no, he's wrong.
There's a new ice cream store that has people very excited. It's just opened here in Seattle. It's called Salt and Straw. This is a store from Portland that people wait in huge long lines to take part in. The first one opened in 2011, and now they've gotten people super excited that they're opening here. They've got crazy flavors like sea urchin meringue.
Oh, come on.
Caramel potato chip cupcake.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of different kinds of wacky kinds and just yummy kinds, but they are now opening. You can go to the one on Ballard Avenue Northwest starting today, or 714 East Pike.
Okay.
Two locations.
Do they have like normal flavors or
Vanilla?
just stupid ones? Yeah. Do they have vanilla? I like vanilla.
I like vanilla.
What's wrong with vanilla?
You know, I haven't eaten here. I don't go to Portland all that often, but I mean, same thing with Molly Moon. Like sometimes you wonder, is there anything just kind of normal?
Well, I'll tell you, you often say this, but you don't mean it literally. I mean this literally. We could throw a stone and hit Baskin Robbins. Can we? If you had a decent arm, it's right there. I can see it. I would judge harshly anybody that walked in there and got a vanilla. I would, unless they're getting like a hot fudge sundae, and then vanilla's your best call. But a scoop of vanilla, They have 30 other flavors. It's in the title.
Remember when Full Tilt made an ice cream about you?
Yeah, it
It
was.
was delicious.
It was great.
Redhead with a bad attitude, or what
I
was it
think
called?
that's exactly what it was.
Extremely Rocky Road.
Extremely Rocky Road. That was it.
Yeah, that's some delicious ice cream. I
Yeah.
don't mind some funky ingredients like potato chip or something like that going in there, but like lavender and
Lavender's good. Lavender's not
I
the
don't
bad
care for
hippie
it.
call that you think it is.
oh, I think it tastes like perfume.
Oh, I like it. What does perfume taste like?
What? Yeah.
Why are you drinking perfume? Took me like 3 full seconds to figure out she's chugging perfume. What are you in rehab? Because that's what they do.
Salt and Straw has vanilla, but they have something called double fold vanilla because they use twice as much vanilla bean.
Yum.
Yeah. So you're not mad at these guys?
I'm
No.
on board. Police in Alaska's largest city say a man robbed a restaurant and apparently attempted to avoid being detected by police by burying his coat under fresh snow.
Can you get away with any kind of crime in Alaska when it's snowing? Don't you just leave tracks to wherever it is you're hiding?
Well, it's hard to find you to begin with because they're all criminals.
Right.
So it's like you just blend in with a sea of other criminals.
Yeah.
Well, this guy robbed a Taco Bell, and then he thought if he was able to change his identity, like moving out, like they'd be like, oh, he's wearing a red jacket.
Yeah.
Well, he took off his jacket, buried it in the snow.
Brilliant.
However, police then saw some guy walking around without a jacket on and said, that must be him.
That's so funny.
He's got a bean burrito in his hand and a tank top on.
And a gun. Must be the guy.
And Toronto police said yesterday that they have recovered the remains of even more people from planters on a property connected to the alleged serial killer Bruce MacArthur.
What the hell were they planting?
This is the story we talked about. I think it was last week is when they first started to discover it. This man who used to be a landscaper was killing people and putting them in large planters. They have now...
So they don't go to waste. It's not like double crime. He's at least trying to recycle.
Yeah, it's great for your soil.
Yeah.
Probably is.
Paul says dead guys is good for his soil with just a little too much authority, if you ask me.
Now, they are checking at least 30 other locations, and they are finding people in planters.
Wow.
They have no idea at this point how many people he has killed. Yesterday, they found 6 more.
My goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Seems like that would be hard to get away with.
Yeah.
And it does seem as though had gotten away with it for quite a while.
Man, I got to tell you, if it was easy to get away with murder, there's at least 15 people that should be terrified.
Like me and Paul.
Yeah, a couple of them in this room, probably.
Not at all.
Twitter, a big day for them yesterday.
Yeah?
They made money for the first time in history.
How's this possible?
Twitter passed a milestone. Investors
I passed the gallstone once. Does that count?
Twitter does not have as many users as Facebook or Instagram.
Right.
They have struggled to get advertising, and Twitter has never made a cent.
Right.
Until
They
yesterday.
should tweet about it.
They made a cent.
Hey, it's me, Twitter. I'm not making any money. Got any ideas?
Hashtag, what do I do?
Yeah.
A picture a lot of people have been talking about this morning is one we've seen before, but it still is something that is surprising. In Florida, a little boy was playing with one of those claw-style vending machines.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to get one playing, so he decided to go on inside and
Right.
get it.
How do they do that?
I don't know.
He went in like in the outshoot, right?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm telling you,
guessing
that's more difficult than it sounds.
this little boy got trapped. Once he did make it inside, he's like, woohoo, this is fun. Oh
Right.
gosh, Becky, how do I get back out? He could not get back out.
Why is he one out? He's got all of the prizes in there with him. I mean, at least for a few hours, that kid's going to be okay.
They had to call firefighters. They said it only took him a few minutes to get him out, and he was super embarrassed.
They just break the glass, right?
No.
You fish the kid out?
No.
Yeah, you use the claw. It's just, $1.25.
Oh, yeah.
Or you go,
You're playing
hey,
all day. Ah, another 3 quarters.
There's
on
a
there.
chance you say, hey, Mr. Manager with the key, could you let that child out?
Well, if the manager has a key, why they call the fire
I
department?
don't know at all, but I'm telling you, they don't break the glass. I've checked it. Because I would break the glass. It turns out I'm not a hero. I'm a vandal listener.
A swatch of canvas recovered from the wreckage of the Hindenburg has sold for more than $36,000 at auction.
Wow.
$36,000 for just a little piece of that cloth.
And when you say cloth, is it the outside of the Hindenburg?
It's a piece of red cotton canvas that was picked up at the disaster site by a teenager whose dad was working there.
Yeah.
And they said that this is authenticated. They believe it came from the giant Nazi flag that had been emblazoned on the tail fins.
Okay, you forget about that had a big Nazi thing on the back.
Totally. You totally forget
You
about
totally,
that part
because
of
you
it.
think, oh, the humanity.
I was trying to look at pictures to see like what part was red. They're black and white pictures. So it's a little hard to
That's
tell.
A little harder. But you know what the Nazi flag looks like, so
Yeah,
you know
that's
isn't the
red.
swastika.
It's
so I-
before we decided it was the Nazi flag. I was just like, oh, I'll look on the internet, see which part is red. Well, all of it's mostly kind of a grayish.
Gray, yeah.
Most of the canvas from the airship that was recovered and maybe later sold at auction or kept in collectors is all gray because that was the color of the Hindenburg, just like in your pictures.
Right. Everything was gray back then. It's weird.
It's the weirdest
Like the
thing.
whole world was gray.
Watch your nutrition, man.
Yeah.
In New York City, authorities have seized nearly 9 pounds of fentanyl with a street value of $10 million
That seems like a lot.
That does seem like a lot.
hidden inside fish.
The band? Because that seems weird, really, even for those hippies.
But nobody's going to look in there, right? I mean,
I
maybe
wouldn't.
back in the day, but certainly not anymore.
Trey, what's this in your hair? Slice open his belly. Oh.
Well, you're a little harsh.
Yeah.
I'm not. Nobody has to die.
Well,
in
where
my
were you
scenario.
putting it?
I was waiting for it to come out like the English guy, like the English patient.
They were trying to smuggle the fentanyl and figured nobody will look inside a fish. You know, you just leave them there in those styrofoam containers.
Right. Because if you want to get it out of that guy, you're going to need a sturgeon.
Fentanyl, scary stuff, as we
Yeah.
said, up to 50 times stronger than heroin, often mixed with heroin, cocaine, and other synthetic drugs. But this guy's in big trouble.
Oh, I would imagine.
Got bad news for drinkers of margaritas.
So you basically mean people.
Yeah. All of us. I've got bad news for all of us.
Yeah.
The world, according to Reuters, is on the brink of a massive tequila shortage.
Oh, I blame Clooney.
Yeah.
He sold his tequila company, and look what happened.
It is being blamed on the shortage of agave, which is the plant used to make tequila. Agave plants normally take 7 to 8 years to mature. And back in 2011, not enough blue agave plants were planted to meet demand. So you can't just start planting them now.
You can't fake
6
it.
or 7 years.
We can. Didn't we just cured cancer about 5 seconds ago with these things that eat cancer, whatever it is. Musk has got a car on side of a rocket ship. We
Right.
can't just make tequila.
Well, you can get non-agave tequila, and it's disgusting.
Oh, well, there is tequila though, right? I don't even drink anymore. And it's just the idea of no tequila breaks my heart.
What was wrong with us in 2011 that we weren't planting the agave?
If somebody forgot how amazing the margaritas are, I don't
And
know.
I don't think it's that easy because my brother's a lazy bastard, and he tried to start an agave farm in Mexico, and much like other things he touches, it went all to hell in a handbasket.
You wouldn't think it would be that hard because that's their native flora fauna area. You know, it's the soil is right.
Yeah.
If we tried to put one here, we probably would have an issue.
Yeah, I think you would.
So I went to Total Wine and More yesterday and spent $800.
Wow, good call though. Very good call. As your money manager, I say good call.
Thank you. I have 3 bottles of tequila. What would you think if you were over in England, you're waiting for a train, and all of a sudden the Queen is standing next to you?
I'd think. Well, you want to know what I'd really think? I think that's not the real Queen. It's a double.
I would probably think the same thing. I would probably be very skeptical. But no, the Queen went and took a train this week and blew minds. She had somebody with her, and she's just standing there on the platform, just like her in her normal
What that
outfit.
backward, weird-ass wave royals do?
She didn't wave. She was just trying to be a regular person, but she's wearing her big, bright orange coat. She loves
Well, you
bright
can't be a regular
colors.
person if you're the Queen and you're wearing orange. Unless you're a duck hunter, there's no other reason to wear orange.
So she decided to take the train home from somewhere she had been. And there's people like being very respectful, but also taking pictures like, oh my gosh, Becky, that's the Queen.
Right.
And there she is, just taking the train like everybody
That's
else.
kinda cool.
I'm going to guess she didn't sit in a car with everybody else.
What'd she do?
I'm going to guess they had a private car, don't you think?
No.
If the president took a train?
I had never heard one thing about this, so I'm going with what I hear, and in my head, I translate. It sounds like she showed up and got a train to take home. That's the way I picture it. She's getting in a train with the common folks, and they're going, oh, this is the queen, and it took her. And your thing is all planned out, and there's a special caboose.
I don't know. It must be so bizarre to think, like, there's the queen sitting next to Steve on his way to work.
There have been a couple of presidents that have gone out of their way to show up at places just weird. But there was although his whole brigade was there on Anthony Bourdain. Barack Obama just showed up at a noodle shop in Vietnam and sat down and chatted. And if you believe the pictures, it's just him and Anthony Bourdain sitting chatting about noodles.
Well, it always would blow my mind in New York City to see an actual celebrity on the subway, and people leave them alone. You know, there's pictures of Jamie Foxx on the subway. You're telling me that nobody's harassing him, but it's faster for him to take the subway.
I used to ride the train when I lived there, and several times since, and I've only run in with a problem with people one time. And I would imagine everybody runs into a problem with people one time on the New York City subways.
Terrible story out of Mexico. They had looked at some mail that was going through. Authorities in Mexico thought something was a little bit strange about this package being sent via express mail. So they brought in a sniffer dog, as they often do, just to make sure that there are no drugs, because it's Mexico, Jalisco.
Sniffer? I didn't even know she stunk.
They discovered a plastic box containing a Bengal tiger cub.
A Bengal tiger cub?
What a Bengal tiger cub.
A live tiger that had been sedated.
I want to be sedated. I was just singing.
2 months old. Somebody had sedated this tiger and sent it via mail.
That's I like the idea.
Yeah, how do you ship your tigers?
Yeah.
Animal cruelty. Loser,
tiger
Bengal
abuser.
tiger abuser.
I don't know how you do it, but I'm all about it. Although I can't have a tiger. Because I annoy...
That's true.
No, I can't.
You cannot
Because
have
I
a
annoy
tiger.
my cat till it bites me. And every time it does, Amy says, that's why you can't have a tiger.
Well, the case remains under investigation. The tiger.
Do they know? I mean, somebody wrote a return address on it. Why don't you just go there and ask them if they have a
Why
Bengal?
would you-
If they're missing a Bengal tiger?
What kind of criminal are you? Who writes their return address on the illegal box?
It's worth a shot.
Do you know, back in the good old days, how many drugs I got from Mexico and mailed them from Tijuana and stuff and put Steve Who's Its face? Is there, you don't put your real name.
Nobody thought that was strange.
Nobody thought that. They didn't care. No, it's
Gosh, another package for Mr. Who's Its
By the
face.
way, I feel bad because I'm not encouraging anybody to do this, but I got caught one time, and here's the whole reaction. I got another piece of mail from the government, from customs, and it said, your package has arrived, and it's been held for whatever reason. Why don't you come down here and get it? And then you go, oh, no, never. I won't do that. You guys keep away from Mr. Who's Its face to show up, and he never does.
Because there's no proof that you were the one who sent it.
Are you ready for this? Because I'm a little paranoid. I don't even touch the box, ever, with my bare hands.
Oh.
Now, I've never committed a big enough crime for the cops to go, let's get fingerprints off this box. I'm sure they won't do it, but I'm paranoid. Who wants to go to a Mexican jail again? I mean, jail.
An Illinois high school announced its sophomore class broke 2 Guinness World Records, most twins and most multiples in a single academy year at one school.
Neat.
New Trier High School, 44 sets of twins and 1 set of triplets.
That sounds super odd to me statistically.
It does.
Hence, the guy gets the world record thing. But it just seems like a kind of a setup of some kind. That's by accident. People in that zip code have that many twins.
Well,
I checked the drinking water.
What makes it also a little strange is the previous record.
Yeah.
Wilmette, Illinois.
Yeah.
So there's something in the water.
I don't care who Will met, but I think you should check the water.
It's Friday.
I know what that means.
It's time for the Friday Fun Fact. Today's February 9th, and it is indeed National Pizza Day.
Yay.
National Pizza Day.
I mean, yeah, it's National Pizza Day.
Yay.
The most popular topping of pizza, pepperoni.
Yeah.
Over 3 billion pizzas are sold in the United States each year. More pizzas are sold on Super Bowl Sunday than any other day of the year. But the second most popular? Halloween.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to stay home and wait for the kids to show up or something? All right.
The first pizza was sold in Naples, Italy in 1738, and over 17% of restaurants are pizzerias here.
I love your fun facts. That's very interesting.
Thank you. As I said, it's Friday. Want to remind you, it's a free concert Friday.
Free concert Friday.
You're listening for that guy who's going to tell you that Woodstock's about to start.
Yep, that's right.
That's what it is.
When you hear him, you need to call because it's your chance to win tickets to see Paul Simon's Homeward Bound Farewell Tour at Key Arena. And I have a feeling that guy's going to talk to us really soon.
You have that feeling, do you?
I have that feeling too.
In Renton on 405 northbound at Highway 169, there is some stop and go traffic because there's an accident currently in the left lane. And on I-5 northbound between Albro Place and the Convention Center, also seeing about a 10-minute delay there due to some stop and go traffic as well. This traffic report was brought to you by Staples. Let Staples help you this tax season with everything you need for less, from storage boxes and filing supplies to software like QuickBooks and TurboTax. And right now, get up to $15 off when you buy TurboTax. Ends 2/17/18, excludes TurboTax. Basic Staples. It's pro time. I'm Derek, and that's your look at traffic on 102.5 KZOK.
Congratulations to Susan in Seattle. She heard that guy from Woodstock and was the correct caller. She has won her tickets to see Paul Simon May 18th at Key Arena. Free Concert Friday continues all day today. Have plenty more chances for you to win your way
You know, the best way to, so you don't have to park, you could just get off the bus, Gus.
Just make a new plan, Stan.
No need to be coy, right? I'm still in. Everything's a game around here.
The music of Huey Lewis and the News will anchor a new stage musical called Heart of Rock and Roll.
Oh, is that thing still beating?
Huey Lewis announced this musical. He did a video with Jimmy Kimmel, who joked he was going to be quitting his job to star as Huey Lewis. And then Huey Lewis said, "It's not about me. It's just the
It's not
music."
about him.
It's not about Huey Lewis?
He said it's inspired by the music.
Is there another musical called This Whole Thing is a Ripoff?
He's behind it. But, I mean, there's
so
so
they
many...
take his music and like write a script to it.
Yes.
like Mamma Mia?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Power of Love, Hip to Be Square, If This Is It.
I want a new drug. Everybody's wasted. Quaaludes dropping from the ceiling.
Power of Love. Man, you forget how many songs.
Guy had a bunch of hits.
Is it about the news? If it's not about Huey Lewis, is it still about the news?
It's just
Is the
about
news even in it?
It's Huey Lewis and the News, Heart of Rock and Roll. Former Styx frontman Dennis DeYoung will celebrate one of the band's career milestones with a series of tour dates commemorating the 40th anniversary of their classic, The Grand Illusion LP.
Now, a lot of bands like that fight, and I believe they fight. I think Tori's our expert on these guys as well as any other rock musicians. But I think they hate each other currently. So can he still use the Styx in the name of his tour?
It's not the name of the tour. It's Dennis DeYoung and the Music of Styx.
Right. So he can still get away with that. All right.
Because Styx are still touring without him, right, Tori?
Yeah, I saw them live, actually. They were really, really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you would like to see Dennis DeYoung and the Music of Styx, April 20th and 21st, Bow, Washington.
All right. Good old Bow, Washington. I think we've all been there a couple of times.
Turns out Drake loves Miami. The 31-year-old Canadian rap and TV star has been spreading money and goodwill throughout the city, beginning with a surprise visit to Miami Senior High School. And this is where he was shooting part of his new music video called God's Plan. He donated $25,000 to the school and promised students that they will get uniforms designed by his clothing label.
Okay, kind of cool.
He then surprised the University of Miami, a student there, with a $50,000 scholarship.
Wow. Look at Drake go.
Wait, there's more.
There's more?
Then Drake went to a grocery store. He bought everybody's groceries. He paid for every single person's.
He just walked across the street to the AMPM and said, hey,
Yep.
you're all comped?
Yep.
Wow.
You got to think at least, I'm going to say half of that grocery store is like, this is weird. Who is this guy buying my groceries?
Well, then there's more. Drake wasn't done
But
buying
wait,
groceries.
there's more.
But wait, there's more. He then went to a homeless shelter where
Bought them all houses?
He gave $50,000. And then he
If you
gave,
say there's more, all of us get a set of steak knives, I think,
Exactly.
at this point.
He then gave all of the residents $150 Target gift cards. So they could go buy clothes or
Yeah, because
soap
that's what
or,
they'll buy.
Yeah.
Well, if you wanted to go on a job interview, they say that's the hardest part is they don't have anything acceptable to wear. But he just went all over Miami
Doing
spreading
good
the
deeds.
love.
Yeah, I like that.
Who knew?
Hey, Derek, do you have that other song that I like so much?
That's
What's
not
that
by
other rap
Drake.
That's not Drake?
Gucci,
Yeah, the Gucci gang.
Gucci,
Oh,
Gucci,
see, that
Gucci.
song, we can only play the censored version.
Oh, you got to
guy.
play the goat-edit version? All right.
Yeah.
Our iHeartRadio Music Awards are Sunday, March 11th from the Forum in Los Angeles, and KZOK wants to send you to the show on us. Keep listening for the new keyword and your cue to text. You could win airfare, deluxe hotel accommodations, and tickets to the show. More chances to win happening all day today.
Cool.
Oprah Winfrey was hanging out with Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Of course she was.
Because that's just the way she rolls.
Yeah.
Now, he is best known for a little play called Hamilton.
I think my wife's seeing that tomorrow.
Is it already tomorrow?
No, it's not already tomorrow. It's today.
Yeah, today's
You
today.
maniac.
I know that
We're almost there,
the
though.
press release of it is next Friday.
Yeah, I think she's going tomorrow. I'm pretty sure.
When are
she's
you going?
I'm going whenever that press thing is.
Okay, so
because
you're
I was
going
kind
next
enough to
Friday.
give up my tickets to Amy and her friend, and I have to be out all night
Gotcha.
watching Alexander Hamilton.
Hamilton star Lin-Manuel Miranda was sitting down with Oprah Winfrey at the Apollo. This is a show this episode is Super Soul Conversations at the Apollo. Somebody was taking some video, so this isn't the best quality, but they asked Lin-Manuel Miranda a question. He answers, and then you can hear Oprah Winfrey as well.
You can drown in how many people need help all over the world. That's right. And you have to pick, all right, what can I be effective at and what can I do? The success of Hamilton has offered me a really big megaphone. That's it. I'm not running for public office. I'm not doing anything. I'm not either.
I'm not either.
I have no idea what happened. Do you know what happened?
So he says that because of the success of
I
Hamilton,
got a big
I
megaphone
can
or
help.
something.
Yeah, but there, how much can you really do to help everyone? And then he says, "I'm not running for public office," and she said, "I'm not either. I'm not either."
So that's what all that was.
So I guess that's the first official announcement that
No,
Oprah's
we
not going to be
reported
president.
she wasn't running for president, didn't we?
She is now reiterating, I'm not running for office. Because some people think she's going to change her mind. But now, again, she's saying, Oprah, I am not running for office.
And the Hamilton shows at the Paramount have started, and they run through March 18th.
Yeah.
Nice.
The wife's going tomorrow.
Yeah.
Following the conclusion of Girls in 2017, HBO and Lena Dunham have announced a new television project. She is once again partnering with her Girls collaborator, and they will adapt a British series called Camping. It has been picked up by HBO for an 8-episode first season starring Jennifer Garner in the lead role.
Oh, wow.
This tells the story of Walt's 45th birthday, which is supposed to be a delightful weekend back to nature. But his obsessively organized, aggressively controlling wife, played by Jennifer Garner, things don't go so hot because of her. Hilarity ensues? Not sure. Now, this will be the first time that everybody's back together since Girls ended in 2017.
Who's everybody? So the cast?
No, the creators. So Lena Dunham starred in and created
I saw. It was a very
Girls.
funny show, I thought, on occasion.
Yeah.
It ran for 6 seasons.
Why did that lady want to get naked in almost every episode?
don't
It seemed
know.
like she went out of her way to take her clothes. And she had weird boobies,
Yeah.
really, to be honest with you.
19 Primetime Emmy Awards for Girls.
Mm.
Jennifer Garner had been nominated for 4 Emmys for her role on Alias.
As long as she doesn't have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, I'm okay.
Does she?
I don't know. I just realized as I said that I might not be okay.
She might.
I don't think Jennifer
She better
Garner
not Jennifer Garner, Lena Dunham.
Lena Dunham?
I would have
Oh.
taken a shot with Jennifer Garner. She might have one.
Ryan Murphy's The Politician is headed to Netflix, and he is bringing icon Barbara Streisand with him.
Wow.
It'll be Barbara Streisand, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Tony winner Ben Platt, and an hour-long comedy that will revolve around Platt's character, a wealthy Santa Barbara resident. This is also one of the co-creators of Glee, Brad Falchuk, who is engaged to Gwyneth Paltrow.
All right.
But Barbara Streisand, Netflix TV
That
series.
seems so weird.
Yep, it does. Last night was the epic season finale of The 4 Battle for Stardom.
Yeah.
Challenge!
Challenge!
Well, it was a fierce competition.
Final challenge!
But in
I
the
don't know
end,
any bad words.
it was Evie McKinney from Memphis.
Oh, yeah.
We liked her, right?
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
fantastic.
She won the Ultimate Star Making Prize as the iHeartRadio On the Verge artist. And also yesterday, Fox announced The 4 has been renewed for a second season.
All right.
Coming back.
You know what's funny? I love that Meghan Trainor girl when she sings.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't seem to have like a full boat going on when she talks about stuff.
I thought it was a good mix, though. The judges and Fergie
Yeah.
was great as the host.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Fergie. There was a strange story that came out about her. Quentin Tarantino has been facing some allegations. Stories are being told by a lot of different people, including Uma Thurman, and some people who have worked on camera with him backing up these stories. Fergie says while she was shooting a movie for him back in 2007, he bit her. And there's actual clips that show her getting tackled by Quentin Tarantino. She says, "Get off me." And then she has a bite mark on her shoulder while filming this movie.
Well, that seems a little odd to me. As a man who gets bit every now and again, I will say that seems very weird.
Let's take a look at sports. Sports brought to you by Bradley Johnson Attorneys. If you're facing a DUI, call 1-800-DUI-AWAY. 1-800-DUI-AWAY.
I think it'll love that. The Gucci, this song playing underneath.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Yo, every sports team is bumping this in the locker room right now. I guarantee it.
There's method to his madness, Paul.
Bradley Johnson at 1-800-DUI-AWAY is going to love Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. How's it go? How do the words go?
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Yeah, that's right.
Gucci
Okay.
gang.
I thought so.
The Huskies were defeated by the Ducks 65-40. Tomorrow night they face the Beavers. Tip-off is 7. And the Cougs got beat by the Beavs 94-62. Their next game is against the Ducks. Tip-off Sunday is at 5. And the Cleveland Cavaliers had a big trade with the Lakers, which has thrown a monkey wrench into the University of Washington's plans to honor the former Huskies basketball star and Tacoma native Isaiah Thomas. UW had planned to retire his jersey, his number 2 jersey, next Thursday here in Washington at Alaska Airlines Arena. Well, now the schedule has changed because he's with a different team.
Oh, so now he has other plans.
He's got a game.
They can't do it without him there, right?
They are not going to do it without him there.
Good.
They have announced that they will move the
Windows closed.
He's not happy about this trade to the Lakers because what's his butt Ball has Lamar.
Yeah, LeVar Ball, whatever.
Which is the one?
LeVar Burton.
Yeah.
I forget which one plays
Richard
for the
Burton.
Lakers.
Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo Ball.
I thought that was the dad. Which one's the dad?
LeVar.
They're all the dad.
So we'll see what happens, but that's the date it's set for. And the 49ers have signed Jimmy Garoppolo to a record-breaking deal, 5 years, $137.5 million.
And he's pretty. So not fair.
125 just for being pretty.
Yeah.
And then whatever the rest
$11.
Word is that Jay Cutler might fold to his wife's pressures and retire. His wife is former reality, well, I guess you call it a reality show, The Hills, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was fake, right?
But it was a fake reality show.
Right. Well, her name is Kristen Cavallari.
Yep.
A lot of people know her from that show, and she is reportedly set to appear in another reality show on E! And it's going to be about her career working to expand her fashion empire. I didn't know she had any clothes.
No, man.
So he's going to retire from the NFL to focus on that, like support her and her fashion.
You know,
Quite
the
possibly.
wife that was the husband to retire from a really high-paying job and to work around her, that I think she may love him more than my wife loves me, who says, get
Yeah?
up and go to work immediately. Make money, bring it home, and bring home a pie.
Whatever you do, do not,
Not
be at
return-
home between this
Yeah.
hour and this hour.
Exactly. What the hell's going on?
Yeah.
The Olympics got underway. The opening ceremony
Was there more mixed doubles curling? Because I like that.
No, we had the actual opening ceremony early this morning. We will all be able to watch it during prime time tonight. However, they did start the opening ceremony with one of their own music legends.
Oh, I know.
Who?
That some
Do it.
young.
You can do it.
I remember how it goes.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
There it is.
Gangnam
Oh,
Style.
Gangnam Style. That
yeah,
one.
that guy.
That's who I meant, though. There we go.
Psy. Everybody goes out to exploding fireworks and excitement and this song, and they all lose their mind. Elaborate show of
I
light.
thought they hated this guy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I thought
no.
he mocked them or something, whatever it is, but apparently not.
No,
That's
they-
cool.
Was the oily guy there? The guy all greased up?
Yes.
The Tonga guy?
Oily guy is there, which is amazing because it's like minus
Is he
40.
oiled?
He's all oiled up.
Well, he's
despite
competing this
freezing.
year, right? In some
As a
sort of-
bobsledder.
Something like that. Skiing.
Cross country skier.
Isn't there another I think it's Nigeria. Somebody has a bobsled team who you wouldn't
Has no
think would
snow.
have a
Yes,
bobsled team.
and I don't recall which African nation it is, but someplace you should not.
Where's
have
John
bobsleds.
Candy when you need him?
Yeah, exactly. All the good ones die young.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it
John
was.
Candy.
It's the Nigerian bobsled team.
Yes.
We need to make another movie.
It sounds like a scam, right? The
And it could be
Nigerian
like-
bobsled team.
It could be weirder and violent and crazy because Lagos, Nigeria, was just voted the #1 dangerous city in the world.
Yeah.
So there you
Insane.
go. That's a subplot right there.
So when you get those emails saying, please donate your money to the Nigerian bobsled team, that's not a scam.
That
that's
might be
real.
real, yeah,
They
yeah,
need
yeah.
help.
True.
No, I understand the opening ceremonies were cut real short because how cold it is there.
It is, I don't know right now what it is, but it's with the time change, it was nighttime. So the coldest part of the day, absolutely freezing.
Right.
They've had record cold temperatures and will likely be the coldest Olympics on
When you
record.
do the Olympic, when you call for the Winter Olympics and you built ski jumps, can't you count on it being cold? Don't you know when you plan this? You know, it's probably, it better
You
be
hope
cold.
it's cold,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Right now at KZOK.com, I have a brand new beer blog brought to you by 210 Brewing Company at Angel of the Winds Casino Resort, a fabulous place. But my beer blog this week, I actually went to Elysian and had something totally different that I've never had before. I don't say that a lot.
No.
I had a beer cocktail.
Oh.
What's that?
They call it a beer tail, which is better than, I guess, what you could call those two words mashed up. A beer cocktail made with split shot espresso milk stout and like all these other like crazy fancy ingredients. It's a cocktail made with beer.
As a guy that would cut off one of his fingers to get a beer and get away with it, not get in trouble and not be divorced, it sounds awesome.
Yeah, check out those pictures now at KZOK.com. And thanks to Elysian for inviting me in to try that special cocktail.
You know what was invented after I quit drinking? It
What's
just
that?
bums me out. It's like good drugs being invented after I quit drugs. I just look at the news when they're arresting some guy and I think, oh, I wish I'd have tried that. This one is the margarita with bottles of beer stuffed upside down in it. Yeah. You ever seen that?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, I don't even drink beer and I want one of those.
It's Friday.
I know what that means again.
We've got some new movies in theaters. We have got another edition of 50 Shades of Grey. This time around it's called 50 Shades Freed. Again, rated R because, again, there's going to be a lot of sex.
Do they show her Dakota Fanning?
Dakota Johnson.
Do they show her Johnson? Dakota Johnson?
I
Dakota
think
Johnson?
They show an awful lot of
Yeah.
stuff and things.
All right.
Jamie Dornan, that handsome fella's back. Kim Basinger, Marcia Gay Harden. This is drama romance, and things get a little crazy just like they do every other 50 Shades movie. Derek, what are the reviewers saying about this?
Almost as painful as being dominated by our very own Mistress Tori, 13% rotten.
Not even sure what happened there, but I know the movie's bad.
What percent? 13?
You got it.
Whoa.
That's bad.
They are anticipating that movie being number one at the box office. Also opening up is a family-friendly film, Peter Rabbit.
That last one wasn't family friendly?
Well, it depends on your family.
This is Domhnall Gleeson, Sam Neill, Daisy Ridley, Margot Robbie, James Corden, and Rose Byrne. It's about Peter Rabbit. You know, what do you mean?
Peter Rabbit's stupid.
You're stupid.
Here goes Peter. No, it's not even Peter Conde. I don't know anything about Peter Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit is supposed to be a really beautiful, fun story. What are the reviewers saying? Rotten Tomatoes, Derek.
He's hopped up on something, 60%
Wow.
fresh.
All right. Peter Rabbit also. Clint Eastwood brings us the 1517 to Paris.
I'm curious about this.
The true life story starring the true live heroes.
Crazy. Okay, it's such a bad idea. I can't wait to see how it goes.
This is the real life story of the three men whose brave act turned them into heroes aboard that train. They stopped a terror attack.
When you do the Rotten Tomato thing, can you just go, can you say it's bad when it's starring three heroes that saved lives? Because I think it's got to be kind of terrible, yet I wouldn't vote against it.
Well, Clint Eastwood does like telling these real life stories
yes, he does.
now. He had a big success with the Sully one. Sully did not play
Right,
himself.
Sully didn't play himself. One of the world's greatest actors, Tom Hanks, played him.
Well, the 1517 to Paris, what are the reviewers saying?
I wish it was only 15 minutes and 17 seconds long, 21% rotten.
I didn't mean to tell you I told you so, but I totally told you so.
Wow.
Yeah, the reviews have said that the movie's not good. That
Right.
it's not the acting. I think it's everything that
Everything.
sometimes Clint Eastwood has a...
Sometimes he misses the mark. Yeah, sometimes he absolutely misses the mark.
Yeah. You can see all those trailers up now at KZOK.com. Don't forget to check out my beer blog, and we've got so much good stuff going on up there.
All right. Hey, before we go, let me remind you guys about Whiskey Rocks. It's a big deal, and as we've said, it sells out every year, so you should get to it. Let me just look at it right here. If you haven't purchased your tickets yet for Whiskey Rocks, now would be the time to do so. 100 or more than 100 of the best whiskeys and bourbons from around the world, live music, and so much more. It's a March 10th at the Terrace Club in Safeco Field. Last year's event sold out, I told you. So make it right your time right now to get tickets. Easy to do, and find out more. WhiskeyRocksNW.com.
That'd be fun.
That
I
would
can't
be
wait.
fun. You know who likes fun? Oh, everybody I know.
Everybody likes fun.
Everybody likes fun.
And not the guy you're about to talk
But
about.
I like to have fun with my friend Steve Slayton, who's going to
Do
come
you
in this
now?
room right now, and he's going to play a bunch of classic rock and roll because that's what he does. So we'll get out of his way. Have a great weekend, and bye.
This traffic report is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino. On I-5 northbound between Albro Place and the Convention Center, we have some stop-and-go traffic causing about a 10-minute delay. And over in Renton on 405 northbound at Maple Valley Road, there was an earlier accident that has been cleared, but still seeing some minor delays there as well. Celebrate Lunar New Year with a chance at over $1 million in cash, a brand new Ford, or a trip for two to Hong Kong and Beijing. The fun starts February 10th and goes through February 18th at Snoqualmie Casino, above it all. I'm Derek, and that's your look at traffic on 102.5 KZOK.